Last time we met our crew: Zephyr, the ASMR bard; Jackal, the shifter fighter; Elric, the Goliath fighter; Rowan, the tiefling ranger; and Callisti, the tabaxi wizard. They all were given a choice. While asking some more questions about what they should do in the future and what will happen to them if they don't go along, they decided to shelve the situation for a week. Callisti and Jackal had decided to go and peruse the library, where they met the bookkeeper over there, a very very calm woman, unless you start messing with the books a little too much. Rowan, Zephyr, and Elric had decided to head towards what was used to be known as the Rainy Day. Now, mainly, everybody knows this place as the shithole. The team had decided to go to the nearby bars, take in the ambiance once more, and figure out where they could buy bulk booze, and find out where they're going to put themselves in this town of debauchery and lawlessness. Should be pretty easy as long as you provide alcohol. The clientele will come, and well, the clientele was already there. And Jeff, drunk as a skunk, passed out. They brought Elric, carried him back, and threw him in the corner. They all began to explore their own new living quarters for now. Enjoying their time in the rooms, Zephyr having a small realization about his friend Hades, and the rest of them just thinking about the decision that they will need to make in about 6 days' time. But before we get back to them, somewhere over the sea, high over the sea, near the Sea of Persephone, there is a captain on an airship. And he's thinking to himself, that's not what I want. Visor, where's your rain fucking effect?
Should be in the jungle.
There is no jungle.
Forest.
Ah. Forest. I'm dumb. Alright. Sitting at the helm. For a man of his intelligence, there are a lot of switches and buttons, and everything's a little low for him, but he's getting used to the new ship. Man, I never even wanted to be no noble. I just wanted to go on adventures with my friends. Live my life. Now, well, I was stuck in that town because I killed the wrong person. Before that, well, I mean, it was just me and Hector. Oh, Guile was sometimes around, I think. Running around, killing whatever Hector deemed was a heathen. But now, I've got a lot people to take care of that on my ship. And people look to me to make decisions, and I don't know why, but they keep thinking that I know the answers. I do what I can, but well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to live life to the fullest and have fun on my way out. Just like Dad told me. But here I is, sailing to some unknown sea, trying to kill something I don't know what it is, because a bunch of people have decided that we need to not have this thing in power. I got Hector making my ship go. I got Goyle playing some funky music. Curspate's been by my side since we found him back in that really just dark place. There was fog everywhere, it sucked. And I got the newest two in the back. Man in the, I don't even know what the little goblin called it. The siege cannon, I think. But, again, surrounding myself with a crew. And hopefully, I'll be able to end a, I don't even know what they called it, a war, before it even starts. Well, Captain Lowell won. Done. Hey, Gretch, how do I turn this thing off? We make our way back to the rainy day. A group of people sitting in a counter, finishing off breakfast made by their robot butler.
Oh yeah, we have a robot bug.
What? Wait, is that a question to us, or are you just confused about your own character?
No, that's well, that's the thing. You guys really don't know what a robot is. None of you have ever had a butler before.
It was
What?
robot
Bullshit.
butler.
Well, you
Well, I mean-
never had a buster with a lower jaw. And most of its flesh that didn't smell like rot.
Shh. You leave GBs alone.
Let me write that down.
Right.
You named it?
After me, apparently.
Yeah. I can't believe he was just enacting Red as death before that.
Is that too soon?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
It 100% is. It literally happened last night.
Do not provoke the DM, please and thank
My
you.
head feels like I slept on it. Jeff just staring at you guys like, what the fuck happened last night?
You slept on something, I think.
Then you slept on the wall, if that counts for anything.
I think half of it was your face.
And somehow your leg touched your head and was rubbing it a few times.
I'm
It's really
very
weird.
flexible.
I can
Huh.
see that. Ugh.
Jackal doesn't reply.
Klein would, but I got nothing in me.
I got nothing. That's the best I could work out. What the fuck is this session involved in?
Real
I ain't going to, throw no monkey wrenches in none of your plans. But hey, how about I just leave this here, and you all can peruse it. I know a lot of these are a bit expensive, but I don't make no cheap quality. These are about the things I can get done quickly.
Oh.
But again,
I love how we're all groaning in poor.
Looks at money, looks at wallet, his depresso.
Jackal just looking at it as like, people can afford this kind of stuff?
adventurers can, and anybody with the rich patron.
Well, wait, don't we have an escape tunnel?
Possibly. No, I don't think so.
We have
Yeah,
the
the-
thing in the sewers.
That
Oh,
was
yeah, in Miser's
that was a
garden.
drain.
No, in the Miser or in the garden over here. Kind of technically led up to the.
I mean, yeah. Once we go through the drain, then we go into the sewers, and then we come back up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
almost
no,
like an
Miser
escape
did
panel.
buy that. I should have taken that off.
Okay.
That's why it was there, is because Miser bought it. There's some things I just didn't edit. I'm sorry.
What about a gift shop of sorts?
A gift shop.
Yeah, I have some fancy, weird, exotic items to sell.
And what's the worst that can happen? We own it, and at least she'll sell it in a place where we could see her.
I mean, I
Right.
can build it myself, but I'm not gonna promise that it'll look good.
I probably should have done this last night, but do we want to go through and just see what the previous owners might have left behind before we assume there's not other things?
Agreed.
Yeah.
And probably be for the best. We can probably convert anything we don't need into other spaces.
I mean, considering what we saw in the bedrooms, I question the sanity of those individuals that the
I
previous
too
people.
would like to just explore around. There's a lot in here.
I'm going to start with a ritual casting of Detect Magic.
All right. Well, Klein's axe and his mug are both magical. Sir Pendleton's hat is magical. Sir Pendleton is magical. The sword Zephyr got last night is magical. A lot of things that you kind of know about are around the kitchen. From where you're standing, you can't see into the kitchen. The right keg is slightly magical, but it really doesn't seem to be that kind of an effect. The shelving in the kitchen, that is magical. But Klein kind of told you what that did already.
Okay, so nothing else down here?
Not on my list.
What is this?
That
Just because we've heard the dinguses are weird, we're going to check the privy.
wait, let me think.
In fact, Jackal's going to actually look over to Klein and says, "So, any other information you can give us about the previous owners, the dinguses?"
Well, I mean, there are two of them that were pretty alright. The Casper kid and the cranky old man. Then, there was the one who talked about himself a lot. The one who talked about himself too much. And the big guy. But,
Jackal's
to be honest, as the dwarf lives, they weren't too bad.
So wait, who was the cranky old man then?
Some leaf-dwelling motherfucker. Big ears, carried around that thing, actually, and he points over at Zephyr.
Carried around the whole person?
The scimitar?
Hey,
Okay.
So he was a cranky old druid, pointy ear person. Okay.
I brought this kid around once, but she was a treat. His wife is terrifying. She's part of the council. And no one fucks with the council member.
Yes.
Callisti, you go upstairs, and immediately there's a warding spell on the stairs to the bedrooms and the third floor.
Okay, not unexpected.
As you walk in, the kind of like circular semicircle area with a cage around it Is magical a little bit of necromancy? Yeah, it spells necromantic.
Well, that's unsettling. Also, that smell. We need to get that cleaned out.
Yeah, it smells like blood and sweat.
Oh God.
You stepped on a tooth.
I guess the question is it a valuable tooth?
Probably just some human molar. I don't know.
Oh. Well, those aren't valuable. Those are on every human.
There
Well,
is in the center of the room here. There is a little kind of dais with a small magical stone in it. What's probably evocation. Yeah, evocation.
Do I know what kind of stone it is?
Roll an Arcana at advantage. Yeah, this is a thing probably one of your aunts made and sold off to the general public. This is in the winter you can activate this stone. It'll heat up one room to a livable temperature.
I was hoping it was one of those cleaning spheres. But that'll do. Well, I know what's upstairs, so,
The left pool is still slightly magical. The right pool has no magic.
Oh,
Swirling around in the center, you see that little blue glass gem, and it starts to kind of form in your direction, and it kind of just like pulls up near you, kind of looking at you somewhat curiously.
not right now, but later.
It nods and just kind of forms back into the pool, goes back to the center. You notice that both of the bodies and the anything that was like quote unquote dirty in here has been cleaned. On the other hand, this room still as dirty as you left it. And there are still holes in the wall.
Well, we can fix that with mending, but the other one... Discount and regular. We'll be fine.
Jackal will ask.
And there's no, like, changing rooms or anything, or...
There are, just think of them like in here. Think of it like it's got a bit more space, but just for sake of ease for me, I didn't want to make them.
I guess I don't know how to get out there, which door takes us there, but...
So it's built a little like weird just to make it again usable for me. You exit out the back door, either the side door here for everybody else, and you guys can go through the kitchen door. And you turn around into a large stoned off courtyard with currently 2 stoned off sections that have things in them. There are several more. Just think of them as kind of like broken down towers at this moment. Just like in a video game, there's the sections that you have upgraded and the sections that you have not yet. A beautiful garden. It looks like a druid had possibly lived here in the past. Your detect magic's still going. I'm just gonna give it to you. This back here is a gigantic creeping vine.
Is it hostile towards us, or...
It actually is like kind of bringing out a branch towards you. Not like in a non-hostile, like usually like if a grasping vine is coming to get you, it's like a cluster of tendrils. This one's just like one little vine. It kind of stops before it finally gets to you.
Okay, how many dead people are buried back here? Is what Callisti says to the vine.
It just like you see like it's kind of terrifying at a moment because there's like that cluster that comes out in your direction, but then like next to the one that it had brought out initially, there are 19 more.
What the fuck?
Okay. Thank you. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna let Zephyr find out your name because I can't speak plant.
At least we know it works.
You see like that as you turn around, that initial tendril like extends a little bit and just waves.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, guys. So we have one bath that works. We have a stone that'll heat a room. The fighting pit has an aura of necromancy. There are 19 dead bodies in the backyard.
Funny.
That sounds like
Zephyr, you should probably go find
Bless
out what
you.
the plant's name is so we know what to feed it and what to call it.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I had dead bodies in the backyard. Won't be last time.
Can said bodies be harvested or given?
Oh my god!
These are the real questions, people.
I mean, it
If shop
depends on
is
the,
not a mortuary, so
I mean, it depends on the decomposition of the body and how long the hand had time to. Otherwise, you could just get a nice, like, skeletal hand and then wave it at people.
Rowan just like pushes some hair behind her ear. I was talking about valuable items with bodies, people.
I don't know how you judge the value of a dead body, but that you seem to be,
She like.
I will say, a decent judge of character.
Well, it depends on the concept. I mean, if you're doing it by bone marrow weight, then it's one thing. If you're doing it by bone dust and bone meal, that's another. If it still has flesh, if it is a growing medium,
Why are you giving the bone a meal?
Jackal just quietly
No.
face palms and just says, "Yes, I understand, bro. And you're gonna go for grave robbing, jewelry and such that they may be carrying, right?"
well, I don't feel like it's probably graves, to be honest.
Well, it is a shallow grave, to be fair.
They were trespassing. I hope.
I mean,
Maybe.
yeah,
Let's not
we-
question what the dinguses did.
Yeah, I just look over to Klein, and because he heard the bathroom was damaged and no, that was from us. Just says, how much will be to repair
Oh,
bathroom?
Give me a second.
Well,
Sorry.
the golems
Sorry, I
are
lost my
expensive.
accent for a minute there. Give me a second, let me just check it out. What do you mean broken? Oh my god, it looked a big night in here! Shore's bones!
Well, now I know why they called it the shithole.
I'm gonna need an excavation crew!
oh my god.
That sounds expensive.
It was like that before we arrived.
I don't even know. We probably don't have insurance on this place.
What's
Who's going
insurance?
to insure this?
The only thing I can hope we can insure is that the roof isn't going to fall on our heads at some point.
No wonder why they call this place a shithole.
Well, with the magic, I think that's actually fairly successful. It's going to stay up.
Oh, what
Oh, no.
happened to Maroons?
I just quietly look over to Elric, and then I just
What?
resume drinking my water.
What? Just because he said the word rune doesn't mean it has to pertain to me all the time.
Alright, and with that, Zephyr, you wander out to the garden.
Actually, Hebus,
Yes.
speak with plants is a level 3 spell
Yeah.
slot. So,
I don't think you have those yet, do you?
no, I don't.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, wait
Plus,
a minute.
Callisti's just being stereotypical and thinking all druids can speak with plants and animals,
True.
I mean, you're an animal. She speaks with you all the time.
even though she knows better.
I
mean-
think I didn't want to contradict her, so I just go out to the garden to look in there and be like, hi.
I mean, this is a kind of druid's dream. There are different types of plants, actually, and some small fauna. Any kind of like druidic spell component that you would need that doesn't like cost money grows here.
Ooh. This is good.
And in the corner behind the pond, Zephyr probably wouldn't have much experience with this, judging from where he. No, wait, from. Yeah, no, you actually would. You see a very somewhat familiar sight, but it's much larger than you're used to. As a creeping vine, pretty much, a bush that is pretty much is like an ambush predator, so it'll lie in wait, and then if something walks near it that looks tasty, it'll grab on and suck the life out of.
Oh, I get it. It's an ambush predator.
I need you to tell me that its name is Audrey.
Why?
Okay.
I mean, you can name it. It's ours now, so it's whatever we wish it to be.
Never
I don't
mind.
get
That's why it's named.
They
No
don't
one
get
got it. I got it.
I was confident.
Anyway, how about I just kind of look around, be enjoyed by the atmosphere, give the plant a wave, and we'll come back when I can do such a thing.
It waves back.
He's so nice. Wow. Can I gather some things, or does that
Yeah.
not really necessary?
It's not super necessary, but I mean, there's a bunch of fresh ingredients around here that you
Okay,
probably would have to spend a decent amount of money on in a town shop.
I like that. Should I pull out the herbalism kit?
Sure. Yeah, roll herbalism at advantage. Actually, not at advantage. You haven't been in this garden yet.
The kit or just herbalism?
There's
I
no
don't see that
herbalism
one.
skill, so it would be the
Okay,
kit.
I was like, what?
Hey, Jackal, did you keep any of those moon melon seeds?
No. I look over
Ooh.
Nope.
Let me look through all
Somewhere in the distance, we just hear.
No, but I still have these. And he pulls out the claws and tail spikes of the manicore.
Okay,
Just
I
plays
thought
them
I
on the
had this.
table. Also, what else? Let me look through my thing. I have my belt. I have this raw gold I was given. I have a nice soapstone that Odin gave me before he left forever. I have these arrows that I still need to fletch 20 years later. I still have the fucking arrowheads.
Zephyr, did you find that skill yet?
No.
It should be on the left-hand side.
Herbalism kit's on the far left side below passive perception.
Is it though?
You might not
Should
have
say herbalism
put it
kit.
in sheet.
It's on there. It's just not where it's supposed to be. So I don't know.
Yeah,
how to
so it's
move
in your inventory. It's not on your sheet.
It's under my monies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go into the compendium, look up herbalism.
Okay.
Under.
I'm sorry.
No, no
So you're
worries.
fine.
No worries.
Sure, let me see. Nah, I sadly do not have any moon
Proficiency, not item. That's what I needed to pull on.
Correct.
Okay.
So is it time for shopping, guys?
Shopping montage.
It did seem like a lot of you wanted to go shopping, so we'll get that all done, kind of in a row.
Eh,
I need to go. I need to go to a forge. Brain stopped working for a minute there.
okay, it's not doing anything. It's not adding. Oh, wait.
It's
Found
bringing,
it.
it should be bringing up a little text
Okay.
box.
Does that go into the wisdom then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or-
I would do it based off your wisdom.
Fantastic. Jesus. That
22.
took a minute.
All right. You get about 15 ounces of saffron, raw pepper.
A raw pepper?
No, like black pepper seeds. Let's go with 20 ounces of that, and just go with as many vegetables as you want to put in your inventory, or you can just place like 7 pounds of mixed veggies, and we'll just say that go off that whenever you want to like use them.
Cool.
I don't want to crowd your sheet with a bunch of bullshit, but like the 2 cool things you get are the 2 seasonings.
Okay.
And you see a bunch of
Thank
other
you.
seasonings like around. And if you're trying to cultivate something, just, you can put it in the garden.
Need to get us some moon melon. Okay. Well, I will return to our plant friend when I have that particular capability. But for now, I'm just gonna head back to the party. Shoop.
Jackal will just add now. So, I guess we gotta put some sort of down payment or something.
I mean, there'd probably be prices for general upkeep, no?
I don't know. I remember there was something about. He looks over to Klein, or at least the direction he went off to. Something
Klein's still
about
bitching
funding.
about his runes.
Put a skeleton in here!
Backs away slowly.
I mean, it's good we didn't have any closets. I feel like the dinguses might have hid bodies in there too.
Should we be worried about that? I mean, it keeps sounding more and more like a criminal organization than group.
I mean, everyone
Maybe-
seems to speak highly of them, so maybe they paid off everyone in Gravencliff at some point.
I mean, they did let loose a bunch of spiders that are an absolute ecological disaster. And we don't even really know how many people are dying out there from that every day. We should be careful.
Also, never mind, I don't know.
Good grief.
This sounds like it's gonna be expensive. So, I'm going to build a little small area for the gift shop by myself. Not by myself, but I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna like cardboard lemonade stand that bitch.
Well,
So don't-
what was this place again? Just there's this empty spot.
It kind of, I mean, anybody who's dealt with somewhat high society, probably like a place to store your coats.
That'll be your gift shop place.
That's what I was thinking, but it was covered for a reason. So I was like,
No, we can use it. We just gotta.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be. I don't plan on selling high society hoity-toity people here anyway, so might as well just use that small space and empty it out. We could put a little sign on it, clear out the closet, etc., etc.
Sounds good.
Jackal just kind of starts finishing up his food, right? Since it's still early, I'm gonna take care of a few more things, and maybe later on we reconvene. I guess spill our kind of thoughts about the particular decision we need to make later, because I'm a little conflicted by this since, well, if we accept the quest, how we're going to really, I don't know, maintain shop here or handle shop and do traveling.
I mean, we could just hire people to at least maintain it. We have Jeff, and he like hits Jeff
Huh?
on the back.
I had a fork in my mouth, man.
and I'm sure Jeff knows some people.
Yeah, he does know a guy from time to time.
I got a couple guys around town. I mean, you're looking for like employees? There ain't shit. No
mean, that's
offense, but
being-
they're like, ain't like nothing
As long-
here.
This is eventually.
Yeah, we're thinking long term, Jeff.
I mean,
if we are to stay.
I could put some people together, but if y'all want, I could try to find some contacts around town for. He points at Sir Pendleton's chest. See if I know a guy that might know something about that.
It would be good at least to start off. We could get him going and a little bit more. What's the term I'm looking for? Humanable.
I mean,
Is
he was a-
humanable a word?
I don't think
Humanable?
so.
Hospitable.
Mm.
It sounds kind of racist,
Yep.
actually.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Right. I think there still is a lot to take in, so I'm gonna handle a few more personal business here and there in the town. Kind of looks around. Oh, if I'm not back here by lunchtime, I'm probably gonna be at the library again because there's some important stuff I need to look at.
Well, take your time. I have to go to the forge, talk to some people, and maybe talk to a dwarf here or there about some things I need to look into as well.
Yeah, because I just feel like, again, taking care of a establishment like this is going to take investment in time and resources. That being said, I've just not been homestaying type for the past 3 years, give or take, so kind of getting back into that is a little new to me. That being said, I'm gonna go to see a certain Warren and Anna about a manticore and shows the necklace and what to do with this. And yeah, I'll hit the library. Anyone wanna come with?
I suppose I should.
I'm more likely to throw a book at the wall than actually read it.
Oh yeah,
You're a terrible person.
I kind of figured you would. I was just referring to you.
What?
pointing
A
to
book
the
is
roll.
a perfectly suitable weapon to knock someone over the head with if it is heavy enough.
Yeah, I
Yes,
was
but
just
just
referring
to
to
throw it at
Amor.
a wall.
What if there is a person in the wall, like last time, where he snuck up behind us from the wall?
Well, I would assume you probably have something else that would be far more effective than a book, but
And that's really specific.
I think he's referring to when Trent showed up and pretty much.
oh,
My asshole.
Yeah.
you should have stabbed him. You had a knife.
You know, I would, but he was also decided to come up behind me when I wasn't looking.
Mm.
And also dealing with two manticores breathing down my neck.
That is true. He looks over. Jack looks over to Rowan and Zephyr. You guys want to come along with, or do you have plans for today?
I'm actually gonna go. Harvest is a harsh word. I'm gonna go gather some possible materials from.
Are you
the-
going to kill a man in the street? If so, at least let me know so I can cover for you.
Mm.
I think she
No,
means the
it'll-
actually already dead ones in the bag.
Do
Oh, so you're grave robbing. That's a lot
No,
better.
no.
Speaking
Guys,
of which, I
It's
did.
not robbing if we own the property.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
that's true.
referring
True.
to. You're referring
Speaking
to.
of which, I can't actually speak with plants yet. Callisti, I just didn't want to contradict you. However, it seems very nice. So I think everything that is scary on the property likes us now because our names are on the deed.
Even-
Yeah, that's pretty much what I figured.
What
Ruff.
about that gem water bubble thing
Don't
that
fruff.
tried to drown me and Elric?
Well, that one's dead. The other one's fine, though.
I kind of look over to Klein's direction and say, "Can you repair the soap thingamajig in the bath?" I don't think he heard me.
We're probably looking at a lot more than what's on the list for that.
Like, he boots open the door. Done!
Your lord, did you go on a journey in the bathroom in there?
I have now seen things I never wanted to see.
I am.
I felt like
sorry.
that about 3 days ago.
Is it still soapy?
I know where you're at.
No, he went to the privy.
No, he didn't go to the washroom. He went to the privy and saw apparently
okay.
a human skull in there.
Amongst other things.
Yeah.
That being said, Elric is focused on the blacksmith part. Zephyr, Rowan, is there anything you might want me to look out for? I guess for the shop. Elric, you too. Anything? kind of perusing.
I may
cute
take-
sign.
Ooh, nice piece of wood. We could make the sign.
Okay, so you see Jackal looking around. He pulls out literally the napkin on the counter. First, Pendleton, Mr. Pendleton, is there something I can write with?
Ah, Sir Pendleton.
Sir Pendleton.
Wait, no, that's not how you would talk yet. Sir Pendleton.
Sir Pendleton. Okay.
Tud.
Wait. Sir Pendleton.
Sir Pendleton.
The head slowly turns to you, Elric. No.
Oh my god.
There's like this brief moment of just brief confusion, and then
Now
Jackal says,
understand what it means to be threatened for my life. Again.
Pendleton.
Pendleton.
Thank you, sir.
Roger that. So, Sir Pendleton, the is there any writing material here that I could use, so I can?
I believe the bar is quite empty at the moment. I apologize, sir. I will have to
No,
refresh our
it's all right.
stock.
It's alright. I didn't even think until yesterday we were gonna be owning an establishment. Alright. So you said cute sign, or what? Actually, are we changing the name? I'm pretty certain we were, right? He's
Or not be called the shithole.
We got a rebrand here.
All right. So fine piece of wood and sign. Right.
D.
So it's
That's what I
going-
meant was for the sign, but yeah,
Jackal's just misunderstanding everything.
I'm used to
Are
it.
we renaming it? To?
Does
Well,
anybody...
well, let's see. We work for a dragon, and if we want to piss off a platinum, we call him a silver. So we could do that. We sell pints, and pints also usually sell for a silver. What the hell?
So you want to call yourself a silver cup?
No, the silver pint, but it needs something else, something that sounds weird. Let me
I mean,
think.
we are kind of rebuilding everything. So how about Smithy?
No, that seems a little too on the nose. Perhaps something like, when at least in Novet Cause, when you had a mix of drinks all together, we would call it something called a Spillery, where you mixed a bunch of drinks together and prayed to God it didn't kill you when you were done.
Well,
bitch
well, I think Rowan and Zephyr have the better knowledge in marketing. So
I like Spillery. That sounds fun. Silver pint.
Silver Pint's Spillery. Maybe just at least the silver pint so people don't sound like they're drunk when chewing on their tongue when they're trying to say it.
Oh sure, but I like Spillery.
Well, if you're gonna have that, you definitely have a drink that only costs a silver.
Oh, I planned on it.
Ooh, okay, that sounds fun.
Ooh,
Alright.
it's a house drink. And it could change every night.
Would make sense. We could literally just make it of all the excess alcohol we have mixed together, and we'll call it the Spillery Special.
Something
to-
hilarious could happen every time somebody spills their drink.
Jackal
also-
slowly backs up, like, "Oh man, they're gonna do all these crazy drinks. I'm scared."
Also, if anyone tries to do anything
Come on.
wrong or tries to steal from us, we could say they might end up in the gift shop as a new decoration.
Oh.
Oh my god!
We could sell a silver
Alright.
pint.
With
get it?
that, I'm gonna go see if I can find a guy. You guys do notice that he is completely he has his crossbow across his back, but he doesn't have any weapons anymore. As Jeff begins to walk out the door.
Walked out the window. Fuck your door. Jeff
Fuck
walked out
you!
the window.
There's only one way to get to the guy I know.
Yeah, out this fucking window.
See y'all later.
See y'all later.
If you're paying
Bye.
for that.
Jackal hears that
No.
and just like, did he break the window?
Yes, he broke the window. Jeff, you
Come
are.
on, Jeff would have
That's coming.
opened it and jumped out, and been, we all be just like,
No, he wouldn't have. He really wouldn't have. As much as we'd like to think he wouldn't have.
I mean, you could always roll the intelligence and wisdom.
I mean, that's up to Jeebus. I don't care. Fuck it, I'll roll Jeff. Hold on, I have a sheet. See if he's smart enough to open the fucking window. Yeah, he did.
All right, can I get somebody to roll? I know a guy.
I got it. Hold on, since I have a sheet open.
yeah, this is someone specific.
Oh,
An 8 and a 15. Damn. All right.
He knew a guy.
that guy is now dead in a ditch.
You, Jackal and Callistes, you guys walking out. You see Jeff walking out the alleyway. Waves. Just, heads on down. He's actually digging through his bag to see if it looks like he's counting his gold.
He is going to get robbed. Maybe.
Wait.
Right, I gotta go see Warren and Anna about the Manticore.
I'll go with you.
Need to go see a construct and yell at him for about 5 minutes. Rowan Zephyr, are you coming for the day?
I thought I was staying here and robbing bodies. I mean,
If you wish to, go right ahead. I'm not going to stop you. I just want to make sure before we leave.
Rowan's just at the door with a shovel, like, what? We
Yeah,
discussed this.
what do you need, guys?
Honestly, I think I need to watch her.
All right, just make sure. Yeah, please make sure the bar doesn't catch on fire in like the maybe 3 hours that we're gone, maybe longer.
Sure.
where were the bodies?
I'm gonna introduce you to a hungry plant. I don't know its name yet. I don't know what it likes. It seems nice though.
All right. We'll deal with that in a second.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
We make our way to the Rindell Manor.
We find the ale house.
Yeah, two Callistes. Just cast mirror
Yes.
image.
Weird.
Yeah, if I'm asking that question, Jack's just like, wait, ale house, Drake. Wait, is that what's that exactly?
It's kind of like a small dragon thing. Sometimes people get them, and I don't know. They're kind of confusing. I heard that they protect bars or they own bars.
Hmm.
You know, I think it's like how people talk about feral cats, that you don't really have them as a pet. I don't know.
So it's like a guard dog or a sheepdog, but for
But
alcohol.
yeah, like a dragon.
I think Sir Pendleton serves that purpose a bit well. Just need to find a way to fix him.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Still, I'm a
Oh.
little.
There's Anna.
No, neither of you speak Infernal, do you?
Let me check.
No.
No.
So you see, Vernon. No, it's not Vernon. Warren. Warren, he holds up his hand, and he goes, Justin Var! Come on! You want a snacky? Justin Var. And the Manticore sits down, just looks pissed,
Oh.
and he tosses over a fish. Good girl, Sienna. I told you I could do it. Yes, dear. Oh, look, we have company. God, thank the gods. Day.
I'm still.
Wait, what is it? Marina! Marina!
Her name is Leona. At least that's what that's called. He just kind of mumbles that to himself. He looks over to where the manticore he identified as Leona looks.
The head kind of
she looks.
snakes over in your direction and then slowly raises just a bit. But she's not moving. And Warren and Anna come to greet you two. Ah, welcome back to my home, our home.
Jackal Kirk's an eyebrow to the slip up, but then gives him a slight nod. Then he just asks, "Well, how's Leona doing?"
She is very smart. Thank you for acquiring her. She is a bit malnourished, though.
I mean, her and her mate were stuck in a basement with a crazy cultist guy, so yeah. I think she might need some heavier meat.
Ah, do not worry. Salmon is chock full of protein. And as long as she doesn't try to kill us again, and he turns his head over to her, she'll eat all she wants.
I mean, she's also allowed to fly around freely, right? I'm pretty sure she wanted to.
Oh, absolutely. In the restricted airspace that Anna has set up for her.
Cool. Well, I did make a promise that she'd find some safe homage. Speaking of which, he shows the Amulet of Non-Detection to Anna. I have a question, but will this still keep working, or is it just only for one particular item?
Oh, no, well, you're wearing that. Nobody can, use any kind of divination against you. Or you, on that matter. If one of your friends has the sending spell, it will unfortunately block that as well. Message cantrips, anything that tries to, interfere with your daily life.
I mean, we did negate the tracker. Well, I guess Trent did when his hand got too big for the glove.
Here's a hypothesis question, but would it affect any, I guess, will this prevent weird message in dreams sequence things?
Well, depending on the power of the caster, most likely any caster I've ever met, besides that Balthazar fellow, will have definitely a difficult time getting past that enchantment.
Wait, are we talking about that name you're looking up?
Which one?
Yeah, something of that manner. You see Jackal immediately shushes Callisti and then says, "Yeah, just a certain individual trying to, I guess, send a message, but don't even know if it's real or if it's a fiction of my imagination and me going through all the stress and constantly running away."
Ah, yes, that reminds me of the first time I ran into an elder brain. Ha! Quite a trip there.
How is a brain old?
It's not exactly old, as it is the ruler of an entire nation of brain-sucking monstrosities in the Underdark. Ha ha ha!
Jackal, in his infinite confusion, just says, "But wouldn't the brain suckers want to eat the brain?"
That is a good question, and I've had the same pondering myself. But none of the Illithid wanted to give me the time of day.
Huh.
I was looking for their nemesis, however, so maybe they were quite a shock.
All right. So as part of the contract, I can keep this then, right?
Yes, of course. It'll be remiss. It'll take me probably about another year and a half to enchant another one, but
Hmm.
thank you for, well, her. And she gestures over towards the manticore.
I'm just gonna roll something for Jackal. Alright, so he's a little bit conflicted because, again, hearing that it'll take a year to make it.
Year and a
much
half.
as he would.
Year and a
Year and a
half.
half. Year and a half to make it, and he's just like, that's a lot of hard work. And again, back of his head, he's thinking like he's probably doing more stealing it, even though he did under the contract. It would be really remiss, right? So, maybe I can get something similar. Just trade this back to you guys, or return this and get another reward. Something that will not be remiss.
Oh, well, most of my magical items will be remiss. Is there any particular reason you don't want it?
Not really. It was just you said it was remiss and take a long
Oh,
time
yeah,
to
do
get
not
the
worry.
reward.
She just uses that to ignore me when I'm on expedition.
It is clear on Jackal's face of just a complete confusion and befuddlement. That's odd. Oh,
I tend to call a lot. Asking, questions about things I've never seen before.
And then Jackal kind of paused for a brief moment, and remembering that Warren is a traveler, I just don't need to go get my notes. Right, actually, you traveled a lot.
Yes, I've been nearly every continent in Chortoba. Before and after the war. During.
Okay. There was a spot when I was doing some particular reading. It was a kind of looking at my. I think I wrote my notes right. 1 second. There we go. Yep. So, I was like, sure. Did I get this done right? No, I wrote it wrong. Here we go. What can you tell me about the Terra Perilous Desert and the Rift of
Fucking God, Warren. You absolute genius.
and also the Rift of Jackal's trying to think again the name, but then he says Rabu Rasso. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but
I can
something
still
in the book.
smell those crimson sands. One of my more recent expeditions. Headed down southwest, right under that dragon's nose. Ha! It is a desert community filled with all sorts of creatures, ranging from, well, tabaxi like her to walking golems. And not like these ones, no. Haha. Golems with sentience, almost like that Pendleton fellow, but still something deeply wired in them, is what they say. Haha. Built for war, they say. But none of them could even fight. They say it was a past war. Something about, oh, I don't know. Some old ancient ruins, right, in the dead center of the Kelmarg. A constant sandstorm. Tried my damnedest, but I just couldn't make it in. Ha! I was lost for 4 days. Ran out of food and water. But I survived.
I am just writing rapidly on the note. And Jack will nodding on that. Were there any? So besides Tabaxi, like Callisti here, were there any other? I guess bipedal humanoids of, like, similar to that walking fox lady.
Lilith?
Like, yeah.
Ah, little Lily, no. I've never seen anything like her before. There was this strange fellow, covered up his face, talked in an accent I've never heard before. Couldn't see his face, but I'll never forget those yellow eyes. He was the one who told me about the ruins of the Krellmarg, actually.
Jeeves, how do you spell the Krellmarg there?
It's spelled on the map, but it's spelled I didn't like the way it flowed, so KRELMARG.
Okay, so I did spell it right. Okay. Right. Oh, thank you. And I guess the last place is the Riff of Vasu. Something. It was something in the book that I was reading.
Oh, I apologize. After my adventure, we'll call it, in the Rift of Hikato. Why did they name these so weird? Hayakandoria. I was forbidden from more Rift adventures. I missed her son's 2nd birthday. I'll never live it down.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So, wait. It sounds like this rifting is different, though.
Oh, yes, rifts tend to be connected to different areas. The one that I was in sent me to the plane of fire. But it seems that different times of the lunar cycle will send you to different areas with that one. Haha! I was looking for the plane of air. I heard they had flying cities.
Flying cities, man.
Yes, I was after the hunt of the great sky whale.
Jaggle's trying to get this image of the whale, and he only saw pictures of it flying in the sky. I think I'd run away if I saw it.
Can't run if you can't even walk. Haha!
A very notable tilt of confusion. What?
Well, in the
There's no ground there, Jackal.
but it's a plain. Like there's like has to be flat surface or something, right? Like a.
Oh dear.
I take it there's not. Wait. So then, what's up and down then in such a place? That doesn't.
Well, up is well more air. Down is the elemental plane of dirt, rock, earth. Earth! It is earth.
Huh.
But on average, you'll die of starvation before you hit the ground. Haha!
There is an uneasy silence as Jackal's trying to process this.
Alright, well, Jackal processes.
Yes.
We'll head back to the rainy day.
Roger that.
The
Okay,
silver
right.
pint, sir.
Sign still says rainy day, motherfucker.
Change it, bitch.
To Zephyr and Rowan. And Hades.
And do you know where the bodies are? I can't hear you on.
Yeah, just come with me, and I'll just kind of walk all dreary to the garden. Boop.
Ah, where'd you poop to? Oh, I found you. Beep. Yeah. Wait, so the bodies are dug here?
That's what Callisti said.
It's almost too pretty to dig up, but like.
You're the one who wants to. I'm not going to stop you. Also, this is a creeping vine. I think he's friendly.
Do not eat the dog.
Please don't. I don't think he will.
Hades
We'll
gets
see.
a full case of the zoomies as he just starts running through the garden.
That's
splashing
okay.
in the
He
water,
deserves some
just
zoomies.
biting at it.
Don't no,
Aff.
not that one. Oh, with the water.
Yeah.
That's water. I see now.
Yeah.
I
There's
didn't
also a
think that
dog
was
in the mirror world.
Shovel in hand. Where would Rowan just start digging, or would she have some sort of guess?
Do you have a guess on where the bodies are?
I'm gonna look at
I'm
the
gonna
vine
guess-
and just be like, "Do you know?" Not that it can.
My guess
can
is
understand
here
it.
because the soil is so dark, so it must be soft. But I don't know.
Zephyr, roll the knowledge of nature.
They always say to plant endangered species plants over where you bury the bodies, so that way it's illegal to dig up. So that's my guess.
18.
Well, if the creeping vines thrive off of the nutrients that are in bodies,
Yeah.
it would be prudent to put it where its roots are.
I don't want to dig around the roots though. That's like a lot of water though.
Yep.
Ugh.
So I guess I'll just point probably toward it and be like, it's probably down there somewhere, but I don't think you want to do that.
No, not in the water. I would not want to.
Well, it's not growing in the water.
Well, over here then?
Maybe. Just be careful.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna stay here.
I don't know where to start digging. Zephyr, help!
You just said right there, and I said try. But be
Fine.
careful. Were you listening or no?
I'm just gonna start digging. Digging.
Alright, roll in athletics.
Okay.
If it swipes at you, it's not. That's all I got.
So, all right, you start digging, and you get a little bit down, and you don't really start to see much. But as you're digging, it takes you, I don't know, this probably be about 45 minutes in. You're definitely getting a sweat going, and your shoulders are tired, so you kind of take a break, lean on the shovel, and just look towards the vine, and roll your perception check.
During this time, I'm just playing with Hades.
He's
While you
fucking loving
expend
it.
all that.
Yeah, with the 16, there's something shining in there. Something reflecting off the sunlight
In the hole?
in
Or
the vine.
Oh.
Try waving at it.
Yeah, can I do like the... What if I... I want to hold my hand out for the plant to sniff and accept me.
So as you stop, you realize that on the wall next to you is just a small branch with the two little leaves on it, and you hold out your hand to it, and it slowly creeps out, and it touches your hand and recoils back a second, and then it kind of just starts wrapping between your fingers, and it just kind of holds there.
Zephyr, look! I'm holding its hand. I'm gonna see it as a good thing. Unless that's a thing with fingers too.
Well, then you get along great.
Did it accept me?
It's a plant.
It has feelings.
Okay. You don't know what they are.
I'm with my other hand. I'm gonna reach and grab the shiny thing. Very slowly.
All right, you were 20 feet away from it.
Oh, well, boop.
All right, you go in, and the vine kind of it separates a bit, and you see that there's a longsword in there, gripped by a skeletal hand.
Oh, how nice. I will take the sword.
All right, one longsword.
And I'm not gonna spend too much time in the plant, so I'm gonna go right back out
All right,
and just like pat the plant.
Zephyr, as she's doing this, can you roll me a d20?
That's ominous.
And a perception check.
And with the and. So
Okay.
10 and 9. Oh boy.
All right, Zephyr, as you throw a stick for Hades, but behind you kind of like you're startled because there's like a tap on your lower calf,
A what?
like a little kid poking you, but the hand is large.
Oh,
Do you turn around?
okay. I do. I swivel and look down. Like what? Oh my god.
Oh,
Hi.
he points to the shrub.
Okay. What?
Points at it.
I'm just gonna copy because I don't know what's happened.
And he just kind of like wanders straight through the water,
Oh,
just like pushing away the vine. And Rowan, he grabs something. Then you see like the chest open up, one of the arms go inside of it, and then he walks away. He looks at you. Looks back at Zephyr. And holds out his hand like he wants something.
What did he grab?
Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna wander to him.
He grabbed a set of half plate armor.
Oh. I'm not giving him anything.
I'm just gonna reach out my hand, as if
He opens up his chest and he digs around for a second. Seems to grab something. The chest closes and he puts two sticky black marks like where eyebrows would be, and they're in the angry face. And he points at you and he holds out his hand.
I am gonna pop out a gold piece and just do the eyebrows like, eh? This it?
Wanders over. Like, it's just his pointer finger and his thumb. He grabs it, looks at it. How old is this piece of gold?
What?
Is it any kind of tarnished? Is it brand new?
It's probably it's from the palace.
From the
that we
palace.
got.
So it's pretty new.
It's pretty new.
He looks at it. You see him, then he grabs the chest flies back open, kind of alarmingly. Reaches
my
inside of himself and he grabs out a little monocle, puts it up to one of his eyes, and he starts like rolling the gold in his hand. Looks up at you. Looks back at the gold. He puts the gold back in your hand. He shakes his head. He reaches inside of himself, and he pulls out a piece of gold, and it is polished to a sheen. Points at it. Points at you. Puts it back in himself. He points at his hand.
Do you want to help me out here?
You know, I don't. He likes shiny things?
Points!
Oh. Shiny things.
Thumbs up.
I have a needle.
Oh, what?
Take his little
I have a needle that never bends. It's silver and
baby
shiny.
legs. Walks over.
That's really cool.
Holds out his hand.
I'm just gonna grab the needle from a little pouch and put it in his hand.
He grabs it. Holds it up to the sun. And it, just roll a d20 for me. See if it reflects well or not.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of, he takes the eyebrows and just raises one up. Looks at you, and he nods. I need you to roll me. Sorry, I need to bring up the sheet.
I'm so uncomfy.
It's gonna sound weird, but can I give you D22? So /R space 1D22.
Did I do
14.
it?
Oh my god.
No.
Wait.
No, I got
No, you got a 2. Oh. It's kind of funny. He reaches inside of himself and he's gripping a slightly larger object. He shows you to hold out your hand.
Okay, I did.
He puts this object in your hand. It's a good fist size. And once he lets go, you now have a a kind of oblong golden thing.
Thank you. I think I made friends with it.
Thumbs up.
I know it says its name, but do we know his name or no?
No, you have no idea what this creature is.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't. I think I saw him in town before. Cool. I'm
Hey,
just
just-
gonna smile and be like, "Are we happy?"
Thumbs up.
Yay!
It just begins to walk away. Just straight through the garden.
Oh, so he doesn't actually live here?
Both of you can roll me a perception check.
Oh my goodness
Okay.
gracious!
I'm good at these, I think. I keep getting the same.
Maybe don't profess that you're good at these.
You guys both hear this kind of weird suction noise,
Okay,
and then
19.
thunk, thunk, thunk. And then you see him on top of the wall. He just kind of wanders off and like jumps over to the next building.
Oh,
So he's
Okay, bye.
parkour.
Parkour.
how many of the other party are just listening and giggling?
We're
to
not
them?
there.
I know this is player.
Oh, I know 100% what this fucking thing is, and it's funny as shit. This whole interaction. I'm enjoying every second of it. Happened to me when I met Klaus first off.
Congratulations, you both have met Klaus.
Yes.
Because you were looking for shiny things.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. Okay, I look at Zephyr. I found this. No dead bodies yet.
Are you satisfied looting our own backyard?
No,
Oh.
I was hoping to get some bones for witchy things.
There's arm bones. You have a set of possibly human arm bones that were connected to the sword.
Oh, that's right. Well, I was hoping for, rib bones.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh, okay.
As you see, as Klaus literally just started pushing the vine aside, and it fell to his whim for some reason.
Oh, there it is. Yup.
You start.
wait.
You like lean in. So, that thing he just put in your hand, it starts to pulse.
Hold on, wait. There's something I have to check real fast. No, never mind. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna. I don't know. Not panic.
Okay. You just you begin to start looking in, and as soon as you like turn your head to start looking in, the little curious vine was a little too close, pokes you in the eye. Doesn't do any damage, but it's motherfucker.
Oh.
What'd you do to it?
I didn't do anything. We're friends.
Leaf thumbs.
That was my first nat one.
That's a pretty okay thing to get your first nat one on.
Yeah, there's been so much worse you can die to with some of that one.
All right. Well, now Head over to, I think I used this one. The shop? I did. Misty and her cart are gone.
Hey, Rowan's here.
And
shit.
Brock, you head over to the entrance of the Eastern Ward, and you find that big open shop. And again,
Hold on. He said Brock.
Cole wants us to say the numbers.
that is right.
Sorry, I thought I muted myself.
Yeah, no problem.
And you just see you hear the somewhat familiar but oddly even more mechanical than usual sounds of blacksmithing going on. Ting, ting, ting.
I guess I'll kind of knock on the door and be like, "Good afternoon, construct. Was it 14?"
Yes. How may I help you?
I was looking to repair a few fractures here and there on my weapon, and I was just curious if I could borrow your forge for a little bit, maybe. Make sure it doesn't fall apart again, like the 20th time.
To borrow the forge for a day is 20 gold.
I should be able to afford that, and I'll give him 20 gold.
Thank you.
Yes, no problem.
Would you like
You have-
assistance?
Perhaps I would need, at least because it's been quite some time since I've messed around, I would be quite curious what could at least hold the fractures, maybe perhaps way to prevent the blade from falling apart. As you could see, and he kind of holds it up, a lot of this weapon tends to fall apart with certain magical circuits that run through it, and tends to blow up the blade more often than not.
This blade is somewhat unknown to me. However, it is almost as it has been reforged several times.
Yes, I didn't accidentally throw it into a pit of lava or long story, but I should be able to at least fill in fractures, or maybe, I don't know. I don't even know if it'd be worth it to recast over it to fill in the holes.
Recasting the weapon might be more detrimental than you assume.
Because this is where it's gonna start leaning into the player has no fucking idea how forges work.
Neither do I.
Great, we're gonna be going by the seat of our pants then. Love it.
Hello.
Fuck you, you're a wizard.
But the player isn't. Well, I mean, I am.
I watched a decent
I
amount of
actually-
things, but
Well, from what I can tell, at least I want to at least fill in the fracture points so the blade again won't fall apart in case of a magical surge or to go through it again.
well, if you're looking for durability, making a weapon a magical weapon could be what you are looking for.
It's about what I was thinking. Do you have any, I don't know, God, it's been a while since I've even been in the forge. Some kind of magical ore that could at least coat over it?
It will unfortunately be quite expensive.
I'm willing to pay. How much about?
A basic forging of a magical weapon costs 1,000 gold.
Oh, fuck, I thought I had enough. I do not. Damn. Sadly, I'm quite short currently, so for now, at least try to something to edge out the sides, make sure it doesn't fall apart in my hand while using it. Hey, I was right about recasting it. Pog.
Correct, but that would also remove the runic inscriptions.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure you have materials on you. You can pretty much just shore up the weapon. It will not give it any magical bonuses or anything, but against it shattering, it will definitely have some more reinforcement.
Let me make sure I have my expertise on for this. Gotta turn on my. Make sure it's on my right mod. Okay. Fucking yeet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, your wife definitely taught you something.
Thank God she was better at forging weapons and cooking. Lord knows she burned more meals than she was able to make in the forge.
All right, well that's pretty much going to cost you your entire day for that.
Yeah, I figured it would. I kind of wanted to like at least shore up my weapon so it didn't like just fall apart considering what its current is.
Yeah, it's current state.
Yeah.
Sorry, magical weapons are so damn expensive, but they just kind
No,
of
no,
are.
that's fine. I'm only like 400 gold short, so I actually could have
So
like I could probably get it eventually.
yeah, that's like usually the first magic weapon's like a party pooling their money thing, or you just find it and it's fucking cursed or something.
Man, I can't believe Graham was cursed this whole time to make me kill all my weapon children. Okay. It's actually just a Hercules blade.
Hercules.
Fuck up, I was thinking the same thing.
Yes, and that is the story of how I survived the plane of fire with nothing but my breeches and a stick.
Huh. So the place gets lit up on fire constantly. That stick... I'm surprised that stick did not get set on fire.
But it did several times, actually.
I think I got all the information that I really needed, or at least of interest. Christy, you want anything in particular? Or want to ask them anything?
Well, being that Anna is a gifted item creator, do you happen to have anything else for sale?
Unfortunately, dear, my stock usually goes towards the military. If you head over to, to warn you now, he's quite eccentric, but the Von Wizardson Tower, you will find things of quality? The magical enchantments are good. The things he enchants are strange.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know someone like that.
I don't think you do.
Jackal.
But yeah, Trinity is one of the best wizards I've ever met, and she is, probably the most patient person on the planet.
Oh, yes, I was supposed to meet with her. Hopefully she has some help that I can fill out my own spell book. Odd question. I mean, I would imagine the Von Wizardson's probably capable, but are there any tailors in town that do shift weave?
Ooh, shift weave. DM doesn't know what shift weave is.
Shift weave is a common magical item that has no actual magic except for the fact that it contains 5 clothing things that can be changed as a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
But it's only clothes.
Yeah. Yes, that new girl in town. What was her name? She came from the south, I believe.
Do I
yes.
actually know?
Talana. Yes. You guys met her in Bahamut, I believe. She is a air genasi. If you guys look at your notes, she is in the North Ward section.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she has a lovely little shop down near Bahamut's Leaky Cup, I believe.
Oh, right. The one that was coming in for the spider silk.
Yes, exactly. She's made quite the business off of it.
Okay, thank you.
Fish. Ah! Oh! No, bad. I told you to stay. Fish.
She's hungry.
Also, you'd probably have better luck at night.
My eyes hurt.
Yes, daylight apparently hurts her, so keep her in dark area out at night would be better.
Oh, is that why you've been terrible at catching things?
Yes.
You might be able to mitigate it with, what do they call those? Cutting goggles that would be specially made?
No, I think she just doesn't like the sunlight period.
Well, the eyesight. I have a family member that's light sensitive.
Ah. Also, I think higher quality meat is better instead of fish. Maybe a pig or a boar, maybe a deer.
This fish was caught today. We live in the ocean, lad.
Fish is actually quite capable. But, yeah, a diverse diet for manticore is important, but I you probably know that.
He turns around. I'm not feeding you people. Maybe we could ask Grill about some criminals, but that would be if you were a good girl.
Thank you, Anna.
Jackal
No,
kind of looks over
thank
to,
you.
Looks over to Leona and is like, I mean, this is actually better than being stuck in a basement with minimum food, right?
The eyes just kind of narrow at you. No.
There is a
No, I know that noise. You keep those clothes down, young lady.
there's a bit of a cheeky smile on Jackal because he did keep his promise. He was like, okay, thank you everyone, and gonna head off.
They just
And while I
pick her up. Yep, now it's bedtime. Alright, this time,
Jackal.
boys, be gentle.
Jackal just as he catches up to Callisti, just
Oh.
remembers, I think I may have consigned Leona to a worse fate than death.
Alright, Anna, I'm feeling sushi.
I'm not sure. We'll see.
True. Although, on the side note, since we're gonna be returning to the library to the that questionable dragon foot lady, might I suggest not to mention anything about our mission with that particular room where only the people in that room present are supposed to have known the looks around, make sure there's nobody else in earshot. It's very important that nobody else just listens into it.
Oh, right. Yeah. That I get excitable.
I'm just looking around.
You see general activity. It seems like after the festivities and the excitement over the weekend, it's a slow Monday.
Mm.
See guards
Although-
walking around. Nobody you really recognize. A couple of the Grunkin squad, but fuck, they all look the same.
Yeah, probably maybe one or two with certain dents or something. Who knows? But yeah, Jackal just nods. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You get excitable. You start talking about strange theories and other things, such as the whole. Yeah, I kind of understand there was that whole paradox thing of two people or something like that. But I don't really even get it myself either. But long story short, the only people that should have known about that were the ones in that room. She was not in that room, so I don't know. Just be careful. She's probably gonna poke at more information for you.
Oh, okay.
That being said, I don't want us to get into trouble because we accidentally spilled the beans.
You're right.
Good. Oh, let me just delete. We're not in the rainy day at all.
All right, you two. What's the plan for the rest of the day?
Was there anywhere that Callisti hadn't explored yet?
I mean, she took a quick glance around everywhere. Kind of told you guys a general idea of what you guys have.
Is this area cleaned out already, or is there stuff that I need to clean out?
Which one?
The place we're gonna put the little gift shop.
I mean, it's just kind of like a little walled off area.
So there's nothing to clear out or clear away.
Not really, no.
Okay.
Didn't you have something you wanted to get appraised?
The arm? Don't I have an arm? Mystery bone?
I mean, yeah, you just have like what's left of somebody's right arm.
Well, no, didn't we actually get an arm from somewhere?
I don't know.
Trent's.
What's saying your sheet?
I don't know. I'm.
You were talking last time about getting his arm, so you know how much to sell it for.
Who's?
something.
Okay, so all I have
Trent.
is mystery bone, and I'm looking at you because you seem to know something.
Trent.
I don't remember this. I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
Okay, never mind. I don't know.
Oh, we found.
They cut off his arm for you.
Is this meta-wise? We're forgetting where those came from.
So, metagame speaking wise, the arm that you have belongs to Trent, who was the guy we fought in the sewers, the boss cultist guy that Jackal keeps calling him, and he tried to turn himself into a dragon but failed halfway through it, so he's like a transformed Frankenstein beast thing.
If you're asking about the mystery bones, those were from the chest in your room.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Yeah, for some reason I don't have the arm in my inventory. Wait, I do. It's just not labeled as Trent. Dragon Monstrosity arm. Found it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you also got those vials of red liquid from there too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna sell the vials. I don't know what they are.
I don't know. I would like to start fixing things up, but we can't, just do a lot of the stuff. We need to be hired for that, or we need to hire out for it, so.
My plan was to dig up people. That was it.
I'm sorry.
You guys want to go like shopping, get your stuff appraised?
We're supposed to have a whole week for this, so
Yeah.
I was gonna.
So I mean, if you guys just want to fucking hang out for the rest of the day, you can do that.
I would like to hang out. I was gonna explore the grounds, then Callisti I'm just gonna look at everything right now.
I mean, Zephyr could absolutely explore the grounds. She just was looking for magical shit. She was just making sure nothing was gonna jump out and kill anybody.
That's all I want to do is just walk around and get to know them.
All right. You can roll me just a general investigation.
Fantastic. I'm sorry. I'm
No, not a
weird.
problem. This is like downtime is weird, especially for new players. Like it's just like I can do what now? You
Sistine.
you begin looking
Check.
around. You see again the garden filled with various different flowers. A lot of food. Seems like the last person here was very practical druid. And as you look down towards the baths, the right one is empty, but as you get close to it, being male, the wall just it's you can't even see through it. It's like there's like a magical like two-way glass that you can't
Of
see.
the right one?
The left one. This
Oh.
one is the women's bath. This one's the men's bath.
I see.
It's like Klein is currently in it. Yeah. So when you turn and look over to the other one, see there's just a dwarf hanging out, covered in tattoos. Still has his cup with him. He's just relaxing.
Okay, I don't want to see that anymore.
Well, it's now burned in your image. You head upstairs. Somewhat empty. You empty little first room over here. Then you turn into a larger area. There seems to be a bar, a fireplace, and a large circle with it looks like it's like a chained in box with a
There's a mini bar up here.
yeah, it would be right here, but I've got things under the blue.
Okay.
So there's like a secondary bar upstairs.
Cool. Good to know. Clearly a fighting ring of some kind, no.
Yeah, and then the only other thing is the slightly emptied out room with a kind of dais in the middle of it with a circular stone that Callisti told you about earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, currently pretty basic bar setup. Somewhat strange with the bath, the garden, and the half finished upstairs area.
So I was wondering, I don't know, this was like an inn type of thing? Where to other sleeping places?
So that'd be just a thing that you guys literally wouldn't deal with. So it'd be quote unquote off screen.
Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna look around there and maybe try and make it look nice for now.
All right. So unfortunately, there's nothing in there. It's just unfurnished rectangles.
Oh, okay.
Seems like there's a possibility to build there, but the
Gotcha.
the money hasn't been put into it yet. Is the way to put that.
Okay.
Alrighty, and Elric, do you have anything that you want to continue doing? It's getting closer to the later of the day, but I just want to make sure everybody's time gets even, and then after the first day, we'll hit the speed up button.
Probably not, because outside of fixing up, other stuff could be kind of handled in the interim. Unless, let me think. Actually, let me read through just to make sure.
I just wanted to ask, since I know it was last week when we did the last session, but did we already put in the 150 each of us for the remaining reparations? That was set.
Shit, what did I put? Need to look through. Okay.
I think you did, but then I didn't pay you enough, so that's probably why you're. And then you gained money.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna probably go bar hopping for a little bit, Jeebus, just to deal with one of the other things real quick, and then we can kind of hit the speed up button on it a little bit later.
Yeah, because it was just part of my notes. It was we each paid 150 helping with the refurbishing, and then we got an additional 350. So
Yeah, I already took it out and then put it back in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did so as well.
okay. The only thing Jack will do before going to the library to do the last bit of his note reading is to go buy the 2 items for Zephyr and Rowan. The sign and piece of wood.
Okay, so the piece of wood was
Is
for
the
a sign.
sign.
Yeah.
That's
This
what
is
I was
Jackal.
saying.
I know, this is Jackal.
Uh,
Oh.
All right, Jackal. What is the sign gonna say?
I didn't.
Jackal.
But
Literally whatever he finds.
Jackal's
Do
paws.
you just find a sign that says "open"?
kindly look up
Yes.
Google
Or
Yes.
signs.
is it? Okay, no. My question is it open or food?
Let me roll for that.
oh no.
Because you'll roll for one or the other, so let's do this. Food.
It's food. All right.
Oh my fucking
All right. It's actually not food. It's fooge.
Yeah, it's
It's spelled wrong.
I love our
he's-
party.
He's not
Actually
he's not
misspelled
illiterate,
forge,
though.
but he read fooge as in
Yeah, yeah, it was actually forged, but someone fucked up the spelling, and it looks like a fucking pickaxe shaped like a fork.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
It's where it says
he's not
forward.
illiterate though. He knows basic
I know.
spelling, but
Yeah, but it's like in calligraphy, so you
But
just
did
think
you
it's
read
supposed to
it
look
before you-
fancy.
yeah, why not? Let's go for it.
Oh my fucking god!
I rolled at 1. I'm gonna go
I
with
know.
it. It's just like, all right, yeah, we got a nice
Right,
sign.
and
for,
then you got like with that'll cost. It was in the bargain bin, so that cost like 2 copper. How
Okay.
much? To be honest, how much do you spend on a plank of wood?
Like a copper, right?
Well,
It
there,
would
like
prob-
there's different levels of wood. Like you could get plywood or mahogany. Like that's just how much
Oh,
is
yeah,
Jackal
that's
willing
true.
to spend on wood.
So Jackal, thinking that he needs to get a good piece of wood for Zephyr, as he mentioned, so he's gonna go for a good quality piece. So he's gonna go with all right, Zephyr wants good wood. Is there something like, I don't know, ebony wood?
Mahogany.
Roll. That's
Actually,
Callisti's
I think
with you.
that'd be a really good one.
Yeah, both of you can roll. Either one of you or both of you can roll an investigation.
I'll leave it to Callisti. She
So Callisti, you
Mhm.
can roll investigation at advantage.
Oh, let me just tap that again, just in case. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
Wow.
Wow.
1 point more.
All right. Especially with your keen mind feature, you remember there's a certain dwarf that really was good with with agriculture and things like that. So you go out. I'm not gonna put up a thing for this, but you go out and you find that Wellington Dirtbeard.
Hmm.
And you see him out. He's actually walking towards the north ward from the eastern ward. You see him
Right.
in all of his mohawked glory.
Oh, are we?
Should I go talk to him? I mean, is that the guy you said with wood or whatnot? Not just-
Yeah. Why don't? I'll take care of this.
I'll back you up.
Yeah, Mr. Dirtbeard,
Hey,
sir. You wouldn't happen to know where we could find a decent piece of for a sign for a tavern?
what a sign.
Something of a darker wood, perhaps an ebony or
You know what? Little lass, I've got just the thing. And it seems like you're getting my cousin Klein some work again. I'll give it to you at a bit of a discount. Something from the Underdark. Here. And he puts down his very large pack. And you all see some very tiny chickens kind of flock out of it. And he reaches down and picks out this large kind of like 3 foot by 5 foot plank of this very linear. You would think it was wood, but it's jet black.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
Yeah. This is it might be a bit heavy for you, so here you go, lad.
I got it.
Roll a strength save.
Sure thing.
Yeah. You're ready for it, as he was groaning when he was picking it up. This thing is like holding on to a piece of steel. Like, this thing is dense.
Wow. You sure this thing can't be used for a weapon and just slap somebody with it?
I mean, if you want to use it like that, you can. But if you enchant it with some little and he kind of casts druidcraft on it, and some golden flowers start popping out of certain sections where he touches.
Ooh.
It's got a unique effect. A lot of my family used it for beard decorations, and while still casting druidcraft, he grabs one of the things holding his beard into like those
Beard beads.
bunches. Yeah. And it starts to like slowly like sparkle gold
Nice.
where his hand was.
How much you selling this for?
Give it to y'all for
Your
20
discount.
gold.
Deal.
Good. Just remember Wellington Dirtbeard if you ever need some gardening help.
Jack will pause for a moment. He vaguely remembers we actually exited from a garden, but he's not sure that's really theirs.
Yeah, we might actually. If you want to swing by, I think we're calling it the Silver Pint Spillery now. You probably remember it as the shithole.
Ah, yes, it's been ages since I've been to a spillery.
It might be a while yet, but we're trying. We just became the proprietors of it. That's why we need the sign. We're not big on. We're trying to fix it up.
Well, alas, Klein does miracles, especially
Yeah, that was a miracle he did with the privy.
Oh, he found that, did he?
Right. Do you think maybe because Jack has suddenly found a complication that he wants to go to the library, but he has this heavy wood piece? How big is his wood now? Is there's a plank of
Oh yeah, think of it
It
as
was
a plank like 3 feet by 5 feet.
8 by 5. And roughly how heavy that might be. I'm just gonna add that to my print.
50 pounds.
Alright, let me just add that to my thing, see if I become over encumbered.
A little heavy. Jesus.
Oh, 50 pounds for a plank that's 3 feet by 5 is nothing.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't.
Yeah, like hard oak would be like, oh, here's like 250 pounds.
It's
Huh.
not it's super thin. Like that's the thing. It's not
Yeah.
like
Oh, okay.
it's not like a fucking like big sign. It's going to be a thin, but it's going to be fucking durable.
True.
Yeah, that's what I was
It's gonna
wondering.
be amazing when we're done with it.
Alright, so I'm not over
I have
encumbered
idea.
yet.
He hoists his pack back on. All right, well, I'm going to head over to the I've been summoned to that Bahamut's tower. Yeah, the Silver Palace. No, Platinum Palace. Can't get that wrong when I'm there.
Is there anything special about the Platinum Palace?
Oh, it's just the biggest worshipping station of Bahamut in the north. In Jordoba. So pretty big deal. I don't know what they need me for, but figure it out when I get there.
Well, take
Okay,
care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, come along, Tilly, Trilly, Mark, Steve, Roger, Wesley, Mary, Henry, Fetty, Larry, and Guillermo. And he starts walking.
Guillermo!
He starts walking away, and all of the chickens like each time he calls a name, one of their heads pops up and they starts following him.
Also, like to say, don't look up what Spillery means on Google. I found out it was not what I thought it meant. It also isn't a word.
I really didn't think it was either. But
It's not.
Sure wasn't.
But yeah, so Jackal's just gonna carefully put that into his strap it to his back. It's like, all right, I think we can bring this to the group later. I don't want to burn too much time and get back to the library. There's a few things I need to really look up into. And yes, it is on the name.
First time though I made up.
Let's find you some information, Jackal.
All right, are you coming? I guess you are coming with. Sorry, my brain just fizzled out there. Just
Someone's got to keep the book in line.
that, and also just be careful of that Reina girl. She seems nice, but
No, I understand.
all right. So the way I'm doing the research is that I will have you guys just roll it at the end of the week.
sure thing. I already gave you a list of how Jack was going to approach the research, right? Or
Yeah.
this- I mean, Callista can help if she wants. He's just not sure if she's interested in looking into things that he's looking for.
I mean, it's almost like I have this weird background ability that might be usable.
Super useful for you.
Which Jackal will not hesitate to accept help. Just not sure that was the same field of interest.
Did you guys look up what a Spillery means?
I hear laughing in the other room.
As
So
soon as you said not to, of course I did.
Now I have to.
I can't.
Yeah.
I didn't know how else to explain it, so I
oh no.
did it out for Harley.
No, don't look it up. Please don't.
It's too late.
Yeah, we're not naming the bar that now. No.
No, I know. It's
Especially not
better.
on stream.
I can't. Yeah, we can't say that anymore.
No. Oh my.
Good thing the name's gonna be shortened to the Silver
Silver
Pint.
Pint. Yeah.
Let's go Silver Pint. Period.
Yeah.
No.
Make an interesting interaction. And
The Silver Pint Tavern and Bathhouse. We'll just
For
call
all
it
the
that.
dirty-minded people.
All right. So yeah.
Ah!
Oh
God! Wellington's been to one.
I'm about to get fucking banned on Twitch.
I don't think we can get banned for something like that.
True.
I mean, that's only if someone really went out of the way to look for it and condemn
Yeah.
us
As
for
we don't actually like actively describe
everybody
it.
after this interaction, everybody who.
Well, yeah, remember too. We had ignorance of this until we went to look it up, and now we all regret it.
It sounded really cool, like in theory.
I thought you were like.
sounded-
I was so confused. I was like, I've never heard of this before. Did he
it
forget the
sounded
word
smooth
distillery?
and fun and kind
No,
of.
no, no. I literally made up a word and thought it was fine, and then I googled like, pray to God, this doesn't actually mean anything.
You make
Then
up
I
a
found out
word. It always
did.
is a sex thing.
By the way, continuing on, yeah, Jackal did offer Callisti lunch since he was already getting hungry, and he devoured 3
Oh
lunches.
my fucking God.
What?
Nothing. I'm just done. I hate my life.
I would pat you in the back if we were in person, but I can't.
It's fine. It's fine.
That being said, yes. So just let me know when we need to roll. But yeah, that's it for Jackal.
All right, Callisti, is there anything that you are specifically researching, or are you just out for knowledge?
Since we went through all the spell book stuff, yeah, she's just helping Jackal.
Okay, yeah. You will.
Unless there's like a downtime thing for that, and then or when we get back, she's going to do something for the sign.
Yeah, so
Oh,
I just kind of want to just do a decent amount of the group things, and then we'll, if you guys have individual things, we can either do those later or off stream.
Yeah. Just one last thing. Gonna buy some books to write in. So how much would that be out of my?
Just like regular blank books with like not for magical purposes.
Yeah. And
2 silver each.
Perfect. So it's just good. So wait. So it'll be 2 silver for the book and 2 silver for the writing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So burn 1 gold.
Oh god. That just made me think of something worse for the fucking Dirtbeard. They said he hadn't been to a Spillery in a while. I'm just thinking, you want to know how I got this dirt in my beard?
Okay, that word is no longer canon.
No
No
more.
one
I
ever
know.
said that word ever.
I know. I'm sorry.
I didn't know.
Ignorance had led me down the wrong path.
All right, so you guys kind of finish up your daily stuff. Elric, were you kind of looking for anything while you're bar hopping, or trying to find somebody to talk to, or what are you out doing?
I'm probably just. I think we could handle it like off stream and stuff. Is just kind of looking for my people, more storm smashers, or any information I can get on the ground.
I'll we'll call that like your nightly activity, just like how the research is going for the other two. And
Okay, that's what I thought.
I'll have you roll a probably persuasion check or something later.
Okay, that's fine.
So you'll reconvene. It's nighttime, back at the bar. If there's anything you guys want to talk about or anything, this is time to do it.
All right, so
We might need
Jackal.
to change the name of the bar.
Shut the hell up.
Callisti throws open the door. She's red faced. She just learned something while she was researching.
Jackal just walks in with this heavy, this 3x5 wood panel plank.
Oh, got the sign plank.
It's
and then he also got
perfect.
the sign, and then he also gets the sign that says, "I got the sign that says food," which is spelled wrong.
Wait, that doesn't say. Yeah, that looks like a pickaxe, and someone fucked up the pickaxe.
Huh.
It was a discount pin.
I mean, that
Right.
makes sense. Yeah, it gives it class. No, considering this place was called the shithole, at least give it some kind of weird class to it.
Oh, yeah, so before I do this, Zephyr, do you happen to have druid craft ready?
I do.
Would you come over and touch the piece of wood? And do that, just generally?
Okay. So. Shaboop.
You cast light on it first, just to make sure.
Gotta see, it's getting kind of dark.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I don't
No, you're fine.
thing. So I give it a good old tap on the top.
It starts to as Callisti kind of moves around, it makes a kind of golden streak in the air for like quarter of a second.
Ooh.
Kind of like that thing that sparklers do to your vision.
Oh. Okay. I could just come up and tap it for happy hour. That'd be so fun.
We might be able to do a regular enchanting on it doing that.
That too.
But if we're all in agreement of the name, I might have something that makes this really stand out for people.
I'd be down for it.
What you got?
She takes and she holds out her hand, and her normal pen appears, but instead of the regular tip, it's now a brush tip. And almost as if she's painting with pure silver light, because I get to choose whatever color ink I want.
I'll allow it.
She begins just expertly writing, because she is also gifted calligraphy.
Just flex a little more, why don't you? It's fine.
I'm a wizard. I don't get to
you.
flex muscles, I get to flex brain.
Yeah. Fuck you, dude. He's been literally flexing this entire campaign.
Yeah, literally. I'm sorry, my muscles are too big for my house.
Get back to your sports ball.
Loser.
And she will very clearly, but detailed, write out the name in the silver light and even do a little flourish of a silver pint-sized mug with, I mean, it's just very artistic, but it glows.
Happy jumps.
Like staring at a neon sign.
So we literally have created neon light, boys. Now we just need a stripper, and then we're set.
Oh, that reminds me, we need to actually change
Wait.
the name on the deed.
Oh yeah, we haven't signed anything. We kind of left that blank.
So Silver Pint, right?
Yeah, Silver Pint.
I mean, is there any other names we want to use or whatnot? Because Pussy did warn us about that one particular word.
And
was
we're going.
wrong.
Just the Silver Pint is fine. It's still catchy enough.
I mean, I figured we just called it like the Silver Pine Tavern and Bathhouse or something. Or Tavern and Spa or something.
Or just a Silver
Spa
Pint Inn.
sounds... Yeah, Silver Pint and Spa. Rolls off the tongue.
How about we let the rumors decide what people like the most,
Yeah.
and then we'll just
Silver
do
Pine.
what they think it is.
Yeah, just a Silver Pint.
I mean, as long as they're not calling it the shithole, because that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, especially since we're actually making an effort to fix it up, unlike apparently the other people. Just leaving
I'm still
feathers
surprised-
everywhere.
I'm still surprised that one room having nothing but so many candy wrappers and junk food and stuff. God damn.
Speaking of finding weird things, we made a friend.
Oh,
I don't know what kind of friend. But I gave him a needle and he gave me this. It's gonna hold the thing.
Wait. What?
Felicity, roll a history.
Oh no.
Ooh, history.
That
ah.
is one of the Golden Weave spider eggs. They have
What the-
several different magical effects, but one can change your luck. If you crush the egg in your hand, it will give you advantage on one roll.
Hey, I've seen these before.
Yeah,
None of
Callisti's just like, holy shit, what?
It was. I just look at Zephyr. A chest-looking thing.
It was
Wait.
a walking treasure chest with
Your
arms
baby
and
legs
legs.
and muscular arms.
Yeah.
That was the thing that threw crap in my face.
That was also the thing that ate like 5 people.
Oh,
That
well,
too.
there's one on the property.
What?
I tried to
Wait.
give it money because it looked like it wanted something, and it didn't like the palace money, but it wanted her needle.
You wanted shiny things.
Alright.
I wonder if that thing's a
Yes.
mimic. Never seen a mimic like that before.
Mimic?
Did it try to beat you up or anything, or did it just come for the shiny thing and leave?
No, it just showed up and wanted the shiny thing.
Well, it couldn't be too dangerous. Did it take anything?
Not that wasn't offered to it.
Yeah,
Oh, you know,
good.
actually, it did take some armor from the same skeleton. I found a longsword.
I have mixed feelings about that, but it didn't steal from us, so it doesn't seem horrible, I guess.
I mean, technically the items were on our property.
I mean, are you going to go chase down the treasure chest?
It was inside the crawler.
I mean, the creeping vine.
That's what I meant.
Okay, just making sure.
I just work here, okay?
Sir, this is a Wendy's. No, sir, this is a Silver Pint.
Oh my god, David.
I hate both of you.
Alexas. Oh, it didn't do it this time.
Jago just says, wait, creeping what now? And okay, why was it walking chest thing that threw dung in my face, wandering around this property. I mean,
I don't know.
Was it
How do we make it
trespassing?
not come back?
I mean, we could try to lock the place up.
I think it's cute. We could hire him.
We don't even know why he was here. Though if he does throw shit at Jackal, that
He
could
was
be
just
funny.
walking around our property, and then he wanted something from us.
I mean, actually, if we
Panhandle?
were able to acquire a mimic that would work as our vault and was friendly enough, I mean, it actually would be a very secure system.
Jackal is harboring a slight bit of a grudge of having crap thrown in his face, but he just
Poo-poo literally thrown on you.
yeah.
I can find something shiny and try to lure it back.
I mean, we're not trying to capture it. I'm pretty sure it'll come back if it was taking things from the body. We just need to shine it in its face, I guess.
Or maybe just I don't want to just talk to the thing, but maybe talk to it and wait, did it look like it understood what you guys were saying to it, or
Oh, for
Yes.
sure. It brought out
So-
eyebrows when it was confused, like fake ones.
You fuck.
Ah.
That sounds like a really weird mimic.
Are you
Were you guys on drugs by chance? Also,
I
if you
just
were,
crawled out of a plant, so possibly.
No. Like, it's not that kind of garden.
I mean, there were.
I mean, actually,
Wait a minute.
why
It
there isn't that
totally
kind of garden? Why is there?
It had spices and vegetables. I don't think.
No, it's a joke because Miser actually used to be a druggie. Like his old character used to be a druggie.
Oh.
It is
I
really
will
funny.
neither confirm nor deny. I will leave that to the DM's discretion.
Yeah, that's why I was worried. Jeebus,
What?
Why is there this much Black Lotus back here?
does Miser have some drugs in his garden?
Have you looked?
I don't fucking
That's
remember.
just
Casper never
drugs.
did. He trusted Miser wouldn't be stupid.
You're Elric. Have you looked?
No, I don't
Okay,
want to go to
there's
the
your answer.
fucking. Fuck you.
Jackal, in his best knowledge of farming, will actually, let me go take a look at this guarded place. Maybe there's some crops that could be useful.
It's nighttime, so it's dark out.
I have not eaten.
Yes, we should probably eat. Maybe call it a night and then continue on in the morning. As much as I'd like to look around, kind of beat. Also, where is Jeff? He said he knew a guy like about earlier today, and he hasn't crashed through the window yet.
3, 2,
Ew.
1.
And nothing happens.
Oh, he might be dead.
Just think of that SpongeBob meme. He walks in the door.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. The state he was in last night, he might just be partying.
I hope he's not dead. Or if he is, he at least pays me back for all the money I. Oh wait, no, I paid him to work. Never mind.
Yeah, you.
Look, it's been a while since I paid people.
I think let's wait to worry about Jeff.
I mean, Jeff is a local. If he survived this long,
And what is the worst that could happen?
eaten by a manicore.
I meant that
Or by
rhetorically. I literally meant that rhetorically. Please stop talking.
Powered by a mind flayer.
All right, as you say that, Elric just covers your mouth, and we are done talking for tonight.
Sir, please no violence in the bar.
Oh, I'm not.
Ooh,
not- This isn't violence. This is more like chastisement.
not silence a woman in the bar.
So what do we have for dinner? He looks over to first to Sir Pendleton, but he also looks over to Zephyr. I mean,
Oh,
you.
we all moved. Okay. I don't know. Okay, can someone catch me up on how the kitchen works, the magic kitchen?
It is
It's great.
it is stocked with basic supplies, so your general meat, potatoes, onions, garlic. Actually, that's really it. It doesn't have anything special in it, but it does restock once per day.
Okay. And then, did our robo friend cook? Is that how breakfast was a thing?
Yes, he did cook breakfast. It does seem like he has basic functionality on cooking things Jackal would probably like. Meat, potato.
Good.
I'm
Good,
gonna
we have-
go.
Whatever is filling.
I guess I can go make something.
Mm.
Yes,
I am
I have
still gonna-
registered you as culinary inclined.
That happens to be correct.
I have
But
registered Jackal as hungry.
Very
Please do not-
correct.
Please do
You're
not
not
feed him
wrong.
all our food.
Same
That is all I
designation
ask.
given to the small canine.
You're on top of it. But I guess I will go on and try and whip something up in the kitchen.
Okay. Everything is spotless, clean. This is probably the cleanest kitchen you've ever actually walked into.
Fantastic. So I've got those spices. I'd like to throw some veggies, some nice veggies and spices up in there.
So what you're saying is you have 11 herbs and spices.
He has two.
Shut up. Let me have it.
Hey. Mm.
No, he has all the colors of the wind.
Anyway,
Fuck up.
I'm gonna stop. I can't. I'm gonna go that basic meat potatoes thing with some veggies, but make it spicy. Like good spicy.
All right. Easily enough done. Just roll your cook's utensils at advantage, just due to the fact that you have everything stocked.
Okay.
And I'm not
We're
sure
finding
how
it.
your
We're
chef
finding
feat
it.
works because I haven't read it in a while, but that would most likely also proc, I would assume.
That's a wisdom, correct?
Yes.
Times 6.
Oh yeah, this is some of the best food you've ever made.
This is the first time I've cooked in a kitchen in a long time.
Yeah, you're very used to campfire cooking, and now with a stove with different pots and pans, and well, actually pots and pans, instead of a rocky druid shaped to be flat.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm gonna get that done, but it might take a minute. So I guess if they're still talking or something.
To which,
So if they're all waiting for food, that's great.
yeah, I was going to say, because
I'll probably find
outside.
a decently sized tray and just bring out kind of the basic things and some plates for everybody, and I will set it like over here, and everyone can grab what they want.
See, we all start breaking out the beer.
You guys,
Shit,
in
not a bartender.
a slight bit of a start, you guys hear the door open, and actually not her. She's like 5.
I was gonna say, Jesus. Oh, well, that's definitely an upgrade.
2 people walk in, and you guys, Sir Pendleton pipes up, "Welcome to the Silver Pint. Please have a seat." Yeah, I told you this place was open. Why are you all looking at us?
Welcome.
We're not exactly open
Oh,
yet.
We're open.
Oh, we were 100%
But-
open. How can we serve? No, how can we serve you?
But-
Sorry.
If you'd like some of, I've got plenty of food here. If you'd like to pop in,
I mean, that's why we came in. It smelled amazing.
Yeah. And I kind of lean over to Rowan. Let Zephyr know that he has to charge them for food.
give him an old thumbs
I'm
up.
just making like that like frozen awkward smile at the rest of you. Like
So in walks in is most likely probably human woman, tattoos on her arm, and kind of a very lithe build, and then a short man. Most of you would know these as halflings. Kind of decked out in the duster, long beard, and a couple curved knives at his hip. Sir Pendleton walks past, like, "Excuse me, Miss Rowan."
Sorry.
You are Sir One Ale, and Miss One Ale. And he places down 2 plates and goes, "The entire meal will cost a gold each." Wow. Really? For this? That's rather cheap. Thanks. And both pay. Fuck. They both tip an extra gold. Sir Pendleton takes off his hat and gives them a deep bow. Enjoy.
I look over to Sir Pendleton and I just say, "Nice work. Thank you."
Ah, yes, prices were set by the previous owners. I apologize if they are unsatisfactory.
I just do 2 thumbs up. Perfect. Nice.
since we're not technically open, I'm okay with this.
Same for
I
same
mean-
as well.
Jackal kind of looks over to Zephyr. Well, I mean, probably not our grand opening yet, but they can spread the word out.
Holy shit, they got the dwarven stuff! Hell yeah!
No,
Get a lock for the door.
I don't think we will. Yes, probably.
You guys have a lock, you just
After-
didn't lock it.
Yeah.
Jackal,
We did not
remember to lock the
door.
yeah, Jackal looks over to Zephyr and says, wait until after our customers head out.
Hey, I just made the food. I'm hungry. I'm gonna sit down. This is a you thing now.
Sir, I don't work here.
Literally just work here.
Zephyr's
Fine,
actually the
I'll-
only person who has worked here so far.
Hey, I cleaned a table.
Actually, yes, Callisti did clean.
I hired Jeff, so
Fine.
technically I'm like our hiring manager.
Fine,
Jeff's not even
fine.
here!
I know, which is the worst
I'll take a plate, and then I'll make sure to I'll keep an eye on the front door. I'll just take my bowl, my plate, and I'll step outside. So if anyone else comes in as I'm eating, I'll just let them know that we're not.
Exactly.
Ready for
You
it.
see probably why they were lured in is that the gold and silver sign leaves these bright streaks in the night. And you could probably see this from 2 to 3 blocks down in either direction.
Fucked up.
I kind of poke my head back in.
I didn't know I put that up yet, but okay.
I poke my head back in. It's like, Callisti, could you tell me how to
I can
turn
probably Druidcraft tap that for now. Am I wrong?
Oh yeah, I mean you can, yeah.
I'm just wondering. He's talking to Callisti, not me. Meeting.
Well, I mean, he's shouting out, but anyone else can answer.
I mean, I can, but then I'd have to climb back up there and redo it. And I mean, not that I'm worried about heights. It's just
Okay, I'll looking sad as I leave my food. I go outside and I just jump and give it a tap.
Yeah, I mean you can. And
I
the
mean,
gold
Jackal-
gold turns off and the silver dims.
But Jack will is like, yep. Just say some stuff for me. And
Jack, roll a
will
perception
just-
check.
Sure. 11.
That's still good
Who's-
enough. You have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a couple people heading in this direction, but as soon as the sign turned off, they kind of shrugged and probably these people headed towards probably the eastern ward.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll inform Zephyr and the others about it later, once the other two customers come out. And
Yeah. I mean, if nobody talks to them, it's pretty quick. They finish their meals. They're both not socially inept. They could tell. Yeah, well,
yeah,
Sorry,
thank you.
again.
Oh yes,
Yes,
please put up a skywrite or something when you guys are fully open. This was amazing.
Perhaps we will. I do enjoy your
Until
time.
we have an actual chef.
yeah. One day, as they're heading out, Jackal will simply, out of courtesy, you all have a good night. Apologies for the misunderstanding, but we will be opening sometime soon as possible. So look forward to it.
You as well.
As that happens,
If
says
you're looking
back
for a
down.
guard, he kind of taps his belt. And then he just nods and walks away.
I'll see if I can find
Get
a
a name.
partner to help.
Well, he'll come back, I guess.
They'll come back one day. But if you love something, you have to let them go.
So with that,
Without knowing their name.
with that,
If you
Jack-
love me, let me
here's the other thing
go.
too. We did not introduce ourselves either. So that being said, Jack will walk back a little bit, look around, close the door, lock it, and as he's walking back in to take a seat with whatever food is left.
Jekyll,
You'll
you
say,
lock the door, and the door fully seals.
Huh. Magic is quite neat. Anyway, Zephyr, Rowan, guys, seems like neon lights and smelling of good food was drawing in quite a crowd. Good thing you turned that sign off pretty quickly. They all seem like they're all heading to the eastern ward afterwards, so
Well,
I
at
don't
least
know.
we know that people want to come here, despite it being called a shithole.
I think it's
We'll
because
talk about it.
well, here's the other thing too. We're doing a new image, new reputation, new people. So, yeah, about that. Jackal looks over to Sir Pendleton and it says, Sir Pendleton, I hope it's not too rude to ask, but could you step into the kitchen since it's a bit of a private talk with this group here?
Ah, yes, an owner's discussion. Audio recording device off.
Wait, you could wait.
What?
Wait.
Jackal stops for a second. What does that mean?
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. If it's off, it's off.
Wait, Sir Pendleton, how much?
But when was it on?
How much recording do you have? I feel like this is like the time where we look at fucking. I would look over at the DM, and all of us would just stare at him like, "What the fuck?"
How much has gone on?
Jesus.
He
We
turned
allowed
his
to
ears
double work?
off.
Oh my god. Oh, he can't hear us now.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just for his personal memory.
Oh,
No,
dear
okay.
lord. Yeah, that scared the
Okay.
shit out of me. I thought he was like the NSA.
I mean, we don't know he's not.
True.
I mean, who here is has a master's degree or a doctorate in Warforged biology?
Yeah. True. Actually.
Khaleesi read a pamphlet one time, like.
Yeah, it was a short book called Your Warforged Friends.
You're Warforged and me. Yeah. You're Warforged. It was actually a romance novel that doubled as a biological piece. Oh my god.
Enemies,
Anyway.
lovers, and enemies.
There was the original literature for when they were sold as, or they were marketed as war machines, but everybody was just like, hey, whatever.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So, Jackal pausing for a while, but if Callisti and Elric and the others say it's safe, and
Yeah, we're fine.
I suppose, but
I mean, we could go up to the rooms. They are in a subspace or a sub demi-plane.
I also have this cool thing.
I did not thought about that. Jackal just kind of pauses and says that.
I also have the alarm spell, in case that's a needing thing.
We may need that for on our door in case Jeff tries to come in, so at least we know he's coming.
Come through the window.
Yeah. Alright, so let's finish our dinner, wake up Sir Pendleton, and then I guess we'll take the discussion in one of those subspace. He kind of wiggles his finger because he's still not quite picking up the whole.
You can just say
subspace thing.
You can just say our rooms.
Yeah, rooms. Man, just the idea of having a room after 3 years is still kind of weird. Anyway, but yeah, kind of want to talk about at least current thoughts on yesterday's stuff with the book. The thing that we talked about in that particular room.
Now, how do we turn this audio apparently recording
The
things
room
back
where
on?
it happens.
Did you find drugs that I didn't know about? What are you talking about?
Callisti
Okay.
walks over. In the air, she writes.
Oh.
Literally in the air. Hey, turn recording device back on.
What, do you have Skywrite? Oh wait, no, you have a pen that literally does Skywrite. Never mind.
Recording device enabled. Hello, Miss Callisti. Do you need anything?
No, we finished.
No, we just wanted to make sure you were fully functioning again.
One
Thank you.
thing, Sir
Yes.
Pendleton.
Yes.
If you see Jeff and he's banging on the door for about 20 minutes, let him bang for 21, then let him in.
He looks at the window. Okay.
I love how we advance. Jeff doesn't know how to fucking use doors or just doesn't give a fuck about them.
No, it was just the fact that Jeff knows. He just is like, an exit's an exit, man.
Yeah, I feel like he's been
I
too
go
much
where the
in
wind takes me, bro.
and the wind is showing me out the window. It's got the word wind in it.
Bro.
I was in a production of
Why are we making him a druggie?
Because he is!
Yeah.
Puck
He's
City.
that reformed hippie that you're just like, dude.
Yeah,
what?
but like with the show.
And we keep throwing money at
Rowan, are you
sorry, I
talking
keep
to us?
throwing money.
Yes, I was about to, and I had to clarify my facts. I was gonna say I was in a production of Midsummer Night's Dream, and I played Puck, and they disguised a mini like exercise trampoline as a rock, and I was the only person who was allowed to enter and exit on the trampoline,
That's
And so
amazing,
that's-
actually.
and no one else could do that, and that's the only way I was allowed on and off stage, and so I was barefoot the whole time. And so that's how I imagine this whole situation. Like, Jeff cannot enter or exit at all unless it's through that window, but he's the only one who can do it.
Yeah, literally no one. That's Jeff's window.
Right outside, there's like a food bowl and a water bowl.
We're okay. No, he's not. He may be our pet, but he's not like we're not degrading him.
I wonder. But yeah, Jackal will finish eating and then says,
Plus, we that food bowl's for Jackal. We already have a dog. Sorry.
I mean, I know I happen to have a particular condition where I tend to get a little bit bitey, but I take offense being compared to a dog.
No, that was out of character.
Did take a man's face off.
I can't argue against that.
No. Let's hope to God Jeff didn't die in an alley somewhere. And if he did, at least bring us back something.
Jackal watches Hades.
Oh no.
7. Everybody watches Hades.
Yeah.
He pounces on the tail.
Our cat has died. He actually went to heaven.
The shock was too much.
Wait, for what?
Hades leaped on your tail, buddy.
Oh,
Dog.
Felicity just is like, weirdly, she just like turns around, looks at him.
It's like, I'm so done with this.
I'm done.
No, and then she, let me check here.
And about to cast a spell.
She casts Mage Hand.
Oh.
It's like watching it.
Yeah, she starts, making it move around like it's a toy.
Oh, best thing ever.
I'm excited.
Just like Grandpa did.
Did all your relatives just mess around with magic too much?
Well, I mean,
You can just say yes. It's fine. I'm not going to
I
judge
guess
you.
the
And
question is what's too much?
do I want to know what too much? He's just like side eye, like his head turns to the side, kind of like side eyeing you.
Well, I mean, one of my great aunts did. Well, she technically exists in 2 planes at the same time.
You know, at this point, I'm not even going to question half of your relatives, because I'm pretty sure they've done some of the most wacky and outrageous shit that you couldn't make it up or probably put it in its own book in a library somewhere.
Oh, it is in a book in a library somewhere.
Of course it is.
And in 14 countries, they're considered war. Some of them are considered war crimes.
I don't even think there is 14 countries in Jordoba.
There was.
Why do you think it's a war crime? Now there's only 13.
I'm just hearing Jackal's hearing all this like,
Love how our vamping is making the world somehow worse.
No, it's not. There's a fuck ton of countries.
I know, I was being an ass. Well,
Jack-
Elric wouldn't know. He's mostly been in Novert cause for most of his life.
Jack will just look over to Clisty and she's like, so then, do you have any idea of the place I asked Warren about, the Terran Fallis Desert?
I know about the desert, but details beyond that are, well, I mean,
About
geography wasn't really my thing.
Yeah, but you know there's about 28 and a half. Nobody really counts Portal of Tombs because that place is fucked up.
I remember the Portal of Tombs.
No, you don't, because that was bullshit.
Jackal just like, does any of your family members may know about it?
Yeah.
Let's just say it used to be the Island of Tombs.
Oh no! I hate that already. Well, since we're done eating, oh god.
Yeah, a couple of my family members would.
Right, I suppose maybe in a far future we ask them information. That being said, do you guys feel like talking about what we had to talk about at the room later?
What time is it?
9, 10.
It's about 11. It's about 11 p.m. right now, my time.
In
Sorry.
world.
And I am in a world. Now, I think that's Jeff.
I'll take a
No,
look.
I'm sorry. I was smacking you because I was talking in the
Oh,
game.
okay.
What time is it?
I literally thought that was Jeff hitting his mic
if
for
it's-
Jeff knocking at the window.
Because if it's like 8,
Curse, let me in!
We can see him pressed against the window. I'm at
I
the
did
right
say to let him
bar,
in
right?
21 minutes. We got 21 minutes. Fucking Sir Pendleton starts his watch. Oh god.
Right. I don't really have much more to say except to discuss about that other important business in the private room.
Yeah, I feel like we're at that stage where we can talk about the serious.
Yeah, I think we vamped long enough.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not, I can't help here. You turned my robot's ears off. Turn it back on again, but
Yeah, because Jackal and Player honestly forgot about the special room. Like, so whose room do we use? We just use the room with the black feathers because nobody's really in there. Or...
We don't even have to use the room. We could literally just stand in the hallway.
Yeah, I mean anything above the stairway.
Elric, it's one weird note. The unicorn that you are currently standing on has a pack.
Why is there a pack on the unicorn?
I suspect it is the garbage that I was trying to throw out from that pigsty room that I walked into.
So it's like the pack fused to the carpet, or
It's part of the decal. Like
oh,
it just has it
We-
added like
huh?
satchel on its back. It's not like
That's
it's raised on the carpet or anything. It's literally just
Okay,
like,
that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. All right.
I'm gonna have to spend time dissecting this place, aren't I?
I mean, it could be worse. Now then,
Maybe.
shall we get down to what they say is the copper tax, brass tax? I don't know.
The
The bare bones, the conversation at hand.
yeah, the ogre in the farm shed. I gotcha.
Swear to God, you farming people
yeah,
get
like that
euphemisms.
I will say I will not take any claim for that particular quote. Actually, I pulled that from someone else.
Right.
But anyway, Jackal goes, yeah, so the job or our so our future client or employer, Mr. Drake or Drakan as he called himself. How much do you guys really believe in this crazy stuff going on? Because again, we got this establishment here that is going to need some sort of maintenance, and then if we go on this adventuring thing or work for this employer, we're going to be leaving this place mostly unattended. And I don't know.
I mean, I would actually have to keep moving on once I exhaust all the libraries in this city.
Huh. So similar for me then, since I'm not really looking for a permanent settlement for now.
But on the other hand, this job does afford us a certain amount of resources and access. I mean, we wouldn't just be going straight across the ocean, potentially. That would be risky. So... Plus, I'm not really big on people messing around in my memories.
Me neither, but the secrecy stuff is it's a little too weighty in my opinion.
One secret being held means nothing to me at this point. I've held way too many. But another one is just another weight added to the pack.
Well, I mean, you were soldier, so patriotism and
I don't
Oh,
fight
yeah.
for. I don't believe in any of this Dragon Lore bullshit. I have one goal in mind, and this is rather just to further my cause rather than help any side win. I hope you'll know that, and I'd say this in the nicest way possible. I don't give a shit about the Dragon War. I just want Marthane's head on the pike.
I mean, that kind of just sounds like you actually have. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I mean that's
contradicting.
the same reason.
Well, no, think of it like this. There's still a reason why I didn't even wish to get involved in this, considering when I used to live in Novrit Cause. Most of the people that I would flex on with the ruins were easy people that we could take out. If there was no Dragon War, then I wouldn't have had to worry about the Burnt Coalition coming to my home and burning it down. So in a sense, they're still to blame, and sadly, I can't just go run up to Marthane's home and be like, "Hello, I am here for your head."
Yeah. So, going on that path of logic,
I mean, I hate to say it, but this is probably your closest chance you're gonna get, to be honest.
I know,
She
and that's
said.
why I'm very wary about it.
For me, well, much as I want to go back to the south for personal reasons, you see Jackal, it seems like he's trying to look for the words at his mouth or trying to, the whole like using his tongue to lick his teeth and doing the very heavy thinking of it. Yeah. That being said, I live a mercenary life. And I usually go where pay is okay and my life is not in extreme danger or certain death. Not to mention a lot more running than fighting. But for my own personal goals, settling down in any sort of singular place is actually going to be a somewhat hindrance to me, and I don't want to obligate myself to an individual that, one, I don't really have much trust in. Second, apparently got cursed by some unknown malevolent thing. And we also have, I'm sure there's a lot of things that have been brewing elsewhere that we have no idea about. Personally, I just want to finish up my own little things and maybe get back home if I can. Truth be told, I'm kind of against both things of the holding a establishment here to stay if that's the case, or even just working for this Drake guy. But there was that particular statement that we all have to really be unanimous in working with this, or to choose in a yes or no, because if one of us disagrees, it's an automatic no for everybody. And honestly, I like you guys a lot, like friends. I know we only known each other for a little bit, but I did not run out on you guys, which I was very tempted to do. But that left a bad taste in my mouth in the thought of it. So I don't know. I just figure I at least bring this out right now so we can use that time to seriously think about whether to accept this together or decline it together. And Jack will kind of just lean back on the wall, arms crossed. And it is very clear he's very defensive about this, but
Very notable. There's a slight bit of a shake in his arms too.
I have to accept.
Zephyr, Rowan. I mean,
Truth is, I am out here kind of doing my own for the purpose of adventure, for seeing things that I'm not used to. So, however form I can take that, I'm happy. I like being around you guys too. So, unanimous. I'm happy.
I've been traveling since I was born, and me and my father, we never got a chance to stay in one spot. And if doing this job ensures that we keep our memories and keep this place, I wouldn't mind doing that so we can keep this place. And I'll stay behind when everything is done and deal with the upkeep.
I mean, all right. I wouldn't mind, I guess, giving my share or holdings of this place to you, Rowan, since I personally don't see myself long term staying here. It's over to Elric. I mean, granted,
Look.
with,
Good thing.
with the whole war and everything, worst case scenario, which it's possible too if we go our separate ways, that I get hired for the wrong side, and living as a mercenary, I don't get to really be picky about my jobs. Of course, I get to be picky about if I want to stick around and honor my contract or not, but those usually come with penalties, heavy penalties. And looking over now to Zephyr, I admit I also been somewhat enjoying the travel, but so to Callisti, similar to you, I guess. I'm looking for a particular personal goal. And he looks upward, as if maybe hoping to do some sort of confession or just skyward. But I don't know if my dilemma can be solved anymore due to particular events these past few days. As he kind of holds his fingers up, you see electricity crackling. Like, heck, I didn't even know I could do these weird little magic tricks till yesterday. So I don't know. I'm literally against both things, but at the same time, as Rowan and Callisti have mentioned, I don't like the idea of someone shifting into my memories and, worst case scenario, finding out more than I want to really reveal. But
Well,
I really hate being forced to say yes.
I'm not forced to, Jackal, at the end of the day. It is still ultimately your choice. Much like I choose to be with the rest of you people despite everything that had happened to me and trusted you with more than realistically I probably should have. Because there are part of me that does care, and also I don't want to see Rowan sell Callisti on the black market when we go out down south.
I think it'd be the other way around, but that's besides the point.
The tea has been spilled?
You guys scare me sometimes.
It's called being comedic. It's a little dark, but it's humor to relieve tension.
I mean, not to increase the tension. I guess I should probably bring up a theory that might also kind of help some people determine this.
Is that where you were going with the 2 stuff back at the library?
Yeah.
Yeah, please take the floor.
Okay, so do you guys remember them talking about the special prisoner in the basement of the castle?
Oh yeah, the crazy time shift, whatever.
I thought it was just a wizard that could blow up things in the worst way possible.
Do you know what a time paradox is?
No.
No.
Okay, basically, a time paradox occurs when somebody travels backwards in time and exists simultaneously with themselves, or creates other events that influence the present that they are also existing in.
Alright, let's say everything you said again, but down to a really dumb level that I can understand.
So my understanding.
Callisti actually takes out her pen and on the wall begins doing a fairly detailed drawing of here's you and here's you in the future, and your future self goes back to your past self, or goes back further and causes you to be your own grandfather.
Fucking roll over intelligence on that.
Wait, what?
Yes, it's called a time paradox. You can technically go back in time and be your own grandfather or father or great 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 grandfather.
Wasn't
Right.
that
What does this have to do with us, though?
And is this like they know it too? It's not just by accident?
The caster would
Fucking
know.
never fucking know why.
Okay, so
He's never
here's
read
the
this in a
terrifying.
romance novel before.
No. There's an old folk song that goes, "I'm my own grandpa."
It's sung
The
by a
druids
crazy
loved
old.
it so much.
It's sung
Jackal?
by a crazy old man from the mire.
Fuck
Jack-
off.
Jackal is just gonna simply ask, okay, let me see if I get this straight. So let's use Elric for an example, because we at least know he had something to change. So Elric goes back into this past and changes what made him as he is today.
Yes, effectively, let's say Elric did go back and shut himself up and stopped himself from being the cause of, well, his problems. It creates a time paradox because his timeline still exists, but now it doesn't exist. So therefore, he never went back in time, but he did. So the universe has a problem.
I have a problem. That's a mess.
Okay, but allow me to expand this as she moves her hand and everything, like all the stuff she's drawn disappears. Okay, so on one end, as everyone knows, we have the god Bahamut,
Okay.
and on the other
Yeah.
end, we have Tiamat.
Hey.
This is pretty much how it's been for as long as anybody's been writing down history, correct?
Sorry, I'm not good with religion, but go on.
Okay, so let's assume that these two beings have always existed. Just the two of them, balancing forces in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
Why would there ever be a second one? As she writes Drake, she draws another figure, artistic rendition of Drake.
I think someone
Bahamut.
changed.
is Bahamut and Drake is Drake. I
But
don't
they're
see.
both the same being, or fill the same role. There is no reason for a platinum dragon to exist on our world outside of Bahamut.
Is that what he meant? There was no other platinum dragon.
Yeah, platinum dragons are gods. And there should only be one, just like there should only be one Tiamat, because it's how do I put it? You know how she kind of stops. Let's say you were fighting a fire giant.
The
The fire giant's gonna kick your ass.
He's gonna look over to Elric for like, giant. So
I'd like to see him try.
But anyway, just fire giant's gonna crush you like a dant. Why would the universe ever need? I mean, why would you ever want to fight more than one? So now there's two fire giants. But the universe, even though the universe does exist within chaos and order is a resulting of the chaos, order does have certain rules in our universe, and there are beings that maintain those rules. So let's say the paradox created by our time.
It's getting worse.
Okay.
So somebody broke the rules and made a really big mess of it.
Fuck Elric, your brain hurts.
They're using too many big words. They said fire giant, and I got lost in giant lore.
Okay.
Elric, you take 2 psychic damage.
God damn it! Really?
But Jackal raised his hand. So wait, Drake's a god?
Well, if he is truly a platinum, then by the rules that I understand, yes.
Huh. So this is just off topic of what. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go just a little bit off topic, but what is possibly strong enough to curse a god?
The universe, or a time paradox, or a bunch of other gods.
So our possible enemy is the universe itself.
Well, I mean, it's a possibility, but getting off topic to that, that's not the reason why it's a bit of a problem for us. The universe is trying to balance because, as we've said, if there's a Drake, there's clearly a clone of Tiamat somewhere, correct? Which is also right next to Marthane, who has become a living god similar to another person named Eris. By utilizing the
Eris
same
never was a god.
Well, I thought you'd said like the technique was.
No, he's a. I don't know. Have you heard? I mean, he has a small clergy. So I guess you can make any assumptions that you want, man.
Well, I thought you'd said that Eris and him had used the same techniques to become akin to gods.
If I said that, I forked up. Because yeah, well, they kinda. But Eris is
This is
definitely
getting
not
to
a
that.
god.
Yeah, it's getting that muddy
It's
territory.
in that muddy. You don't really know exactly what Eris is.
But we also
Territory.
know that Marthane is basically kind of becoming a god.
Yes, you do know that.
Yeah.
I mean, Callisti's just making wild assumptions here about how
Yeah.
somebody becomes a god.
Okay, then continue. Sorry.
So Marthane, who's becoming very close to being a god, that's a lot of power next to a living god, aka Tiamat 2. I mean, we're talking some problems, and I mean, this is all assuming that the universe isn't just going to collapse on its own. Because of these problems, we could be looking at the effects of a time paradox. In other words, Drake might not be Drake. Drake might actually be Bahamut before Drake goes back in time and becomes Bahamut in the beginning. I mean, it's very complicated in that kind of situation, but time can work in a linear fashion just as much as it can be cyclic. Short end of the stick in the story.
Oh.
Okay, so
Raise his
short
hand again.
story of it all. I know we all have our own things we want to do. If we don't do this, there might not be us to do those things.
That's just a theory.
No.
Sorry.
Jackal will raise his hand. Two things just comes to mind. First, the way you made it sound like it seems like Bahamut went, or Bahamut 2 or Drake before he became Bahamut. Sounds like he went forward and not back in time. And second, why us though? Like, I understand they said they trust us, but I mean, the only people I can see of real special significance is, no offense, but only Elric and Callisti with your, I guess, backgrounds. But I don't really have anything in heavy particular interest, and maybe Rowan and Zephyr have some interesting connections to stuff, but what really makes us all so special to be noticed by a godling? Baby god?
I mean, that would be the case. And Callisti, like halfway through your question, had like her face drop as she turned, erased everything, and just started writing like this whole scenario, like other scenario. Oh dear. Okay. I mean, okay. She holds up her finger. First of all, I'm not saying gods are all knowing and all capable; that they are powerful, just like any lich or anything like that has lived for an extensive amount of time or has an extensive amount of arcane or divine power. So it is inherently possible through divination that they already know the outcomes of situations or the probability, more or less, which divination really is more of a probability and odds scenario, like playing card games, except you just figure out which way the dice are going to roll more often than not because they're sometimes biased by the creator. And she kind of stops. Okay, other weird theory going back on this. Might not actually be a result of a time paradox, but we could be seeing a weird scenario of cyclic time. What if Drake becomes Bahamut and goes back in time? And the real kicker is there isn't actually another Tiamat. Drake is actually the result of Tiamat being created, except we know Tiamat is a different name. What if Marthane is going to become Tiamat?
I question, and just correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Odin would know this better, but wasn't Tiamat a girl?
I mean, they're a god. I mean, I figure they can be whatever.
I don't know.
I mean, that's what my sister does. She changes all the time. I'm not questioning it.
Weren't they talking about a counterpart and it came up that she might have been female?
I mean, everyone's always assuming Marthane's male. Did anyone actually check the plumbing?
Pretty sure the plumbing will crush your face and with.
Sorry, I don't know. I just know Marthane, big, dangerous red that technically he melted, or questionable he now melted an entire island because some people killed Marthane's loyal follower, the Yellow Dragon. Got her name, didn't really care, but also sank his ship. So, yeah, no, just don't want to be anywhere near the receiving end of that flamethrower.
I know that's all a lot of heavy, and it is a lot of speculation. I have no idea if any of it's even close to the reality of things. I do a lot of thinking, if you haven't realized.
That's fine because I don't do much thinking anymore, or try not to.
My brain just exploded. This is the only thinking I got.
I'm following along.
I'm
I know,
just
but
You
I
know this-
need it now.
You see, like Elric, like there's probably fucking blood running out of his nose from the psychic damage I took. I think I'm going.
Mostly following.
No, I'm following as a player, but like Elric is like, this is so above him.
Jackal is struggling, but he's trying very hard,
I mean, that's pretty good, Jackal. You do follow it decently well.
which is why he's asking those very perturbing questions. Like, wait, sounds like, are you sure?
Jackal, a thing that comes to mind is that you asked a question earlier of why you guys. It was actually explained to you back at the meeting is that it's not because any of you are remarkable or mark-worthy in any way. It's because you guys are all pretty average. You're very you can blend into a crowd is the best way to put it is the way they put it actually is that you do not have a name to yourselves. You are not a known entity, and that's like what they were going for when they were trying to build this little crew.
Jackal pauses as he's really thinking about it. And he remembers this. Player also remembers this now. And says, wait. It's because we're not remarkable that they're getting to recruit us, so we're disposable pawns in a bigger game.
I'm gonna take that not remarkable part a little to heart. Like I'm a little hurt by that.
Well, yeah,
But-
Jackal looks very disheartened himself too. It's like I know I'm below average for most parts, but my best trait is just to eat food.
You see Elric just opening his fucking flask and start drinking. Like, I've been called unremarkable before, sometimes by my wife.
Starts to lay down on the floor very slowly.
Jackal just looks more visibly depressed. It's like,
Oh, God.
So, I guess considering the strange, horrible possible results of events that's going to maybe happen and are actually considering that we're being called upon for our non credentials, I guess. Wouldn't establishing this inn actually be countermeasuring for us because they're going to Jackal Sauce is like, oh crap, my face is well known for eating all that food. The contest. Yeah, back to it. Establishing this inn might actually be making our faces more known. I don't know.
Actually, it's a pretty good cover.
How so?
Because now we're just a bunch of, well, average adventurers who started a tavern.
Jao kind of just moves his back off from the wall and just literally lays flat on the ground. As well, she's like, my head hurts. It feels like we're dealing with a lot of contradictions.
The scene reminds me a lot of my college study sessions. For music history in particular.
Oh dear gosh.
Music theory.
Right, so I guess we still have 5 more days.
I hope my brain doesn't break by then.
But I think we're all leaning to yes.
Seems that way.
I'm leaning to whatever we all want to do.
So
Felicity made a
one,
very good point, so I'm gonna go with yes.
so 3 yes, 2 abstain. If I'm understanding that right.
I mean, I have to say yes because honestly, if I say no and they wipe my brain, it would really look bad on the family.
Okay, so let me recorrect that then. 3 yes, which is Elric, Callisti, Rowan. 1 abstain, which is Zephyr, and I was gonna say abstain for myself, but I'm still on the no. I'll just roll this for myself. Right, I guess I'll be abstaining. So we'll go with the majority vote. Rolling for the yes. Well, I guess we should make our preparations and make this place look tidy up for the next few days, and then we'll give the final answer come 5 days from now.
Felicity, you get ascending.
We're in a semi-plane, what?
You're not in
That
the
thing goes
plane. You're on
through
the
all
third
points.
floor.
Also, sending goes through anything. You just gotta roll to make sure it can go through.
Okay.
It is a somewhat familiar voice, but she didn't talk a lot. Yes, hello. This is Trinity von Wizardson.
What?
I can meet with you and your group of friends. Not tomorrow. We have quite a busy schedule, but the day after tomorrow, I can help you find some of the spells that you have been looking for. No? Well, if you can, I can meet you at the castle at about noon. 2 days from now. And that's it.
Felicity's ears are just twitching, and like she's like, everybody else is probably like, maybe is she hearing something?
Are we being spied
Oh.
on?
No, noon 2 days from now will be perfect. Thank you, Miss Wizardson, Von Wizardson. We have a meeting with Miss Von Wizardson 2 days from now at noon at the castle.
We'd be worried.
I mean, she's gonna help with stuff, and I mean, if we needed to buy some fancy supplies, I hear her husband and her are very skilled.
I'm
Which gives me
curious.
time tomorrow to go get the clothing. Okay.
Sure. I'm actually curious about these strange but efficient magical gear that Anna was talking about from the Von Wizardsons.
I need to get some of my stuff appraised before I get it ready to sell.
I think I need to sleep before my brain blows up from this conversation.
There is a lot of blood, Elric. Do you need a
No, no,
potion?
no. That's fine. This is at least better than when I had brain hemorrhaging from wife hitting me with overhead with hammer multiple times. No, it's a long story.
Stone's endurance only lasts for one.
Yeah.
Story time will come soon enough.
Gather around, children. Grandpa Elric is about to tell a story of his wife.
All right. Well, I guess we'll be ready for a fast forwarded 5 days. I've got a couple of events in mind, but I just wanted to give you guys today to kind of, this is kind of your guys' day. Fill out your characters, have some fun little interactions with some things. Do some little RP that you wanted to do. But I think this is a good spot to leave you guys with 5 days left. We'll see you all in the morning.
Oh shit, Jeff.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Zephyr,
Oh.
as you walk into your room, you do see a memorable.
I do. Sure do.
Do I
Is it
need
kind of the
to-
same as last time?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay.
Just acting very, very Hades-like.
Is alarm something I should cast?
If you want to, yeah.
Or still, I don't want Jeff to
He'll be
trigger
fine.
it.
Now, if he does trigger it, that means we'll know he's coming.
She can set it so that Jeff doesn't trigger it. You can set who triggers it and who does not.
Oh. I clicked on it.
Oh, you can literally put it on a window? That's hilarious.
Yeah, you can put it that's why most it's great for an entire in room because you can put it on the doors, on all the windows.
I am just now reading how close I need to be, so could I just at least do the where we're sleeping?
I mean, you can go down and touch the doors before we go to bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I will allow you to split it up. So
Okay.
I'll just say it works.
Okay. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it's a matter of casting range, not you can leave the area.
Got it.
Yeah, isn't an alarm a ritual anyway?
No, it's not.
It's not. Oh, okay.
No.
You can the best way to do it is get it as a ritual cast, so you don't have to worry about it really.
Yeah. Although its casting time is 1 minute still.
No, that's what I'm saying. You can you get ritual caster feat and just spend time prepping for an hour, and it's a little bit better because you don't waste a spell slot for it.
Yeah.
Even though it does waste last 8 hours.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. So
Yeah.
you just use your spell slot, alarm the room. So you can set it again. This is another thing you can set. You can either do it a mental alarm that goes just to you, or an audible alarm that anybody can hear within
it's
60 feet.
audible. It's audible.
Audible. All right.
Yeah.
And who is excluded from setting it off?
Jeff.
Just Jeff.
I'm tempted to say Klaus only because if he but if he just walks by, he'll trigger it, and that's annoying. No, just Jeff and our little robot friend.
Not the party.
I mean, yes, the party.
Okay.
Well, I didn't think this is for the party.
Well, that's the thing. With spells, you have to be pretty specific because if somebody wakes up early, they're gonna set off the whole fucking alarm.
Probably comfortable using.
Elric goes out for his morning run. The whole alarm wakes up the whole house.
Yeah, that's why it's audible and not mental. Also, I'd be suffering alone.
Well, I would like to thank you all for joining me on this again. we do this where we have a couple low key and then a couple very, very stressful episodes right in a row. My name is Jeebus the Dingus on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. If you didn't catch the full stream, I will be uploading this in the next couple of days, and I will send it over to Mariner.
Yeah, Mariner, you could catch me on Twitter at DM Mariner, where I will also make weird Urban Dictionary jokes on accident. Not really not, but please don't ban me. And also, eventually, I'll be streaming on Twitch at Transpace Mariner. We'll see how that goes. I'm still kind of waiting on a few things, but once that gets up and going, I'll probably stream every Thursday and Friday. So, and also, I occasionally do a DM thing, like every other Tuesday. So. Someone else
I'm
want?
Goth Google. I play Sin on Sundays, Callisti today, and every other Tuesday I play Justice. So I don't really have any social media at the moment. Hi. We're sorry.
Hello.
If you are bleeding like our friend Elric, I'm sorry.
I was waiting for this because I almost kind of could tell how your brain works at this point, and I threw so much at you that could go in so many different directions, and I bet you fucking hate it.
Me? I'm just trying to actually sit here and go, okay, when is Jeebus gonna make a noise that I know I'm on the right track?
I muted myself, so I didn't. You gotta watch the VOD to see my dumbass face. Try not to look at the camera.
Ha! I'm right.
Oh, thank you,
I
everyone.
can just
Disgusting.
imagine when we get closer or say something dumb, he looks at the camera directly like it's The Office.
Yeah. Fucking the
Alright, well, we love you. We'll see you all next week. Sunday
everyone.
is the Wildlands.
where we're all gonna suffer again.
See what happens
yeah.
if, see what happens to our two lost friends.
Yep, this is Miser of the Wildlands. We'll see what happens.